going live. Thank you all for joining me. I came on time. I came on time to the live because I knew I was not here for my 10 o'clock. So I said, let me go ahead and come on time. I don't want to miss my people. So you guys know I'm here. I'm going live, friends. I'm going to share it out. I'm going to share it out as well so you guys can um, have access to it. I'm doing all things at one time. So you guys know, join me live. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. Um, Appreciate everybody coming in. Hello, hello, friends. How you doing? Come on in. We talking why join a creative network agency. We're gonna talk all things going live, and we're gonna talk about the agency. How you doing, E-Nurse? How are you, friend? How is everybody doing? I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have questions. Um, Appreciate everybody coming in. Let's see. Um, Thank you so much. So let's see. Thank you all. How you doing? How you doing? Kim Berryja. Did I say it right, friend? How you doing? Come on in. How you doing, Luna? You said I changed my name. I changed my name, and I think I jack it up even more, don't I? Kim Berryja. Is that it? Did I say it close? Hello, Luna. How are you? Okay, friends. I said okay. So I put a board up. You guys can see I did a board today. I was like, you know what? Let me try this whole board thing because I'm like, I've been on the fence, and I think I had to kind of process my thinking about boards. So I'm a business account now. And the boards, as you can guys can tell, it makes you put on your content disclosure because it says you're promoting your business, your service, your brand, all those things, which is correct. And you said I like the board. Thank you so much, friend. So I was like, well, you know what? I am a business account. I am going to be talking about the agency. I am going to be promoting it. So why not use a board? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use a board. so and so that's what I did. So I'm using boards today. I've always said be mindful of boards because boards are a way that TikTok kind of discerns what you're talking about, especially because it makes you put the content disclosure on. But again, many of us, like I said all the time, you guys got your digital products, your services, your consultations. You should be using a content disclosure anyway. So that's just something you want to keep in mind. You want to use that. How you doing, pals? I saw your friend. Hello, my friends on the YT. I'm over here too. I went ahead and co-stream. I was like, let me turn it all on. And so I'm over on the YT as well. And thank you all for coming in. Make sure you like the live. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Click the subscriber button and also click the bell so when you know I go live and when I post. So you're welcome to come in. Go ahead and put comments in so I see what's going on. And we're going to get started in just a second. We're going to get to chatting and talking. Let me see. I think my volume is high. Let me turn it down. Usually I've been trying to do the music as well, you all. How's everybody doing today? I came on later. So here's what happened. Hello, Nika Grace. How you doing? Dr. Lisa inspired me to play in Canva and I created my fan. Did you really? Did I love it. I love it. Yeah, the stickers are great. Who did some great stickers? I was in the short stuff. She had some great stickers she used. She uploaded. So I need to do the same actually. Play around and put some stickers in. Hello, Nika Grace. Hello, Eugene. How are you? I saw you come in as well. Too many guys here in Jamaica follow me. Oh, really? What you mean? What? That's why you changed your name? What's that about? Thank you for the shares. How you doing, friend? Thank you, Doc. Said, hey, Doc, I see you, friend. Thank you so much. Natty, I saw you come in as well. Hello, friend. How are you? Are we good? Natty, I'm Natty Nat. How you doing, friend? I think the other Natty came in too. Let me check. Um, yes, Natty Young. So I got your information. I meant to share that with you. I meant to text you and say, I got it. How you doing? How you doing? Is it Jura? Jura John? Thank you so much, friend. Yeah, so come on in, y'all. I appreciate it. You said good. You got okay. Good, good. You heard me say it. I got it. Now you need to go into my other communities because you're not in school yet and you're not in the WhatsApp yet. I don't believe. I don't know if you joined those two. I don't think I saw that. But come on in. I appreciate your friend Natty Nat. How are you? Thank you all for sharing the live. Thank you so much. Share this live out. I appreciate all the support. I shared it out. How you doing, Skin TT? Skin tea spill. There we go, friend. I say stuff so quickly. Urban, how are you, friend? You all coming in? Thank you so much. So, okay, so I decided to change to 11. What had happened was that my nephew, he needed a ride to the airport. He flew in. Um, he had some stuff to take care of. I have two nephews that live in Orlando with me. I'm originally from Chicago, so I have two nephews that live there. What's good? Everything's good, friend. Um, and so one is still here. He actually lives with me, his older brother. He actually lives with me temporarily. He's like in between apartments. And then one who came in, he moved to Chicago back in like March. He moved back to Chicago. It's been a minute. And so he came down here to take care of some business and stuff, and he had to catch his flight back. So I ended up having to take him back to the airport or take him to the airport at it was during the 10 o'clock hour. So I was like, I'm gonna miss my 10. And then TikTok, every time I go in here, TikTok's like, Dr. Lisa, you need to go live at 1. You need to go live at 1. Every time I schedule a live event, that was like the number one recommendation. So I was like, you know what? All right, TikTok. All right. And then I was like, all right, Nika Grace, because Nika Grace been telling me that for a minute. It was super loud. Nika been saying it forever. So, okay, all right, TikTok and Nika Grace. I'm going to go ahead and go live at 1 o'clock. So, between the two of them telling me I need to do it, I finally listened. Okay. so, so I finally listened. I was like, okay, let me just schedule this for a 1 o'clock start and just see what happens. And we'll see. That's because Nika's on the West Coast. Oh, really? You know what? I forgot about the connection to the West Coast. You're right. But you know what, Nika? Are you on the West Coast right now? I don't think she is. I think she's traveling. She's like Central Time Zone, I believe, right now. Or are you still West? But you said that's why she on the West Coast. It wasn't because she had any psychic abilities, huh? She wasn't. You said I'm in Missouri right now. So no, what is that? Is that Central Time? That's Central Time. Yeah, you're on the Central Time Zone right now. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, I thought it was psychic abilities. No, she said she was trying to be convenient. I just so happened she on the Central Time Zone today. Awesome. Come on, ear friends. Appreciate all the support. We're going to get to chatting a little bit. I'm going to talk about the agency. Many of you are already in the agency. We're going to be doing some big things, you all. I'm so excited. I got a commercial popping up over here. And so I appreciate all the support. You said, I'm messing with you, Nika. No, seriously. It might have been a thing of convenience because Nika normally is on the West Coast. But you travel. I know you do travel around, and this is like a busy travel season for you. But travels were over the summer and spring, they were West Coast bound for the most part. But yeah, Lord, that agency talk. This agency talk. So here's the deal. I don't tell you guys to do stuff that I'm not willing to do. I guess that's the moral of this story. I was like, okay, let me listen because ironically, and this is not that just so happened, like I said, my nephew, he called me like literally the night before to say he was gonna be needing a ride to the airport, and that's where I kind of really thought about my timing. But I had already sent you guys an email that said, look at your algorithm, look at your timing. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can start thinking very intentionally about what TikTok's telling you. So it just the universe aligned and says, okay, well, you know what? If you're gonna tell them look at their timing, you need to look at your timing. So that's what I end up doing. So that's why I end up coming at 1. I was like, well, let me try this out. So you said, Lord, this agent's talking, and you said, Dr. Lish, you're going to be so proud of me. I did a 2.5 live and did 3 battles. We what? What? You said I'm low key hate because I can't join. when you come in the States, we're gonna see if TikTok is nice to you. We're gonna see. TikTok's like, I know you in Jamaica. She ain't in Jamaica. Her agency is with the US. But when you come in the US, we'll see what happens, friend. Good afternoon, Sheila. Look at you, friend. Daddy Nat, you so sweet. You like, let me talk to her. Let's see. Let's see. I'm missing in the comments. You guys are chatting. Good job, Miss Darlene. I see you. You said I went live this morning. Awesome, awesome. Definitely share it with me. If I'm around, I'll try to pop in, friend. Let me know. Dr. Lisa, I'm here. I'm here, friends. Thank you all. You guys worried? I know, I know. It's funny. I got a message from Dr. Trish. I got a message from Nika. Nika kicked it off, actually. Nika's like, what's going on? I went live yesterday. Look at you. Oh my gosh. Nice. Well, you know what, Sheila? I actually saw you. You went live. You played games. You played games. I saw it. I didn't get a chance to jump in because I was trying to jump around a little bit because I had a couple people to promote. So I didn't get a chance to jump in on yours, but I did see it for a brief second, friend. Look at you, and you were smooth. You were smooth with it. I saw you. You said, "Oh no, no, you were good. It was good." I'm planning to go live later. Are you really? Okay, okay, perfect, perfect. Let us know if you guys end up. We'll do the roll call. I try to do the roll call, but you can do it now. Let us know if you're going live today. If you know your time zone. You gotta tell the time zone as well as the topic. Put the topic in there too. But yeah, so Nika kicked it off. She reached out to me, and then Dr. Trish, and then it was Coach Jesse. And I was like, you know what? Oh my gosh, let me go ahead and put a message out there. And by then it was like 10:45. I was like, I guess I should have put a message out, huh? So I was like, okay, let me just put a message out here, let people know I will be on a little later. And like I said, I just decided to make it like a pop up. And I was going to, obviously, I'm going to talk about the agency, but I was like, well, let me just make it a pop up conversation. I was about to do a pop up, but they said you were about to pop in, did you? You're like, you got the live bug now. You've been going live 2.5 hours. I love it. And then you did battles too with it. Wow. How many? You said 3 battles? I'm about to do a pop up in a few minutes. Okay. A pop up workout. Nice. Nice. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Good afternoon. How you doing, Kat? As well. Some sugar. Yes, Mama. Ma'am, please let us know. We worried. I know. I was joking. I said, y'all low key was worried about me. Y'all, we're all in this together. I'm battling after you for as long as I can. Okay, there we go. I love that. Good afternoon, everyone. How you doing, Coach Chantel? Appreciate you. Let's see, let's see. Good afternoon. I see everybody coming in. Yes, definitely agree. I appreciate all the shares, all the likes. We're gonna bring some more of our friends up in here. We'll connect with them. We'll see what happens here. Um, guys, I did so a couple things just so you guys know. I did send the thank you so much. I see you guys. I did send the invite for tomorrow for like the beginners training. And my thinking was okay, not that you have to be a beginner, but just recognizing there's some mechanics that you probably want to pay attention to. There's obviously some things in the system you want to pay attention to. I'm going to talk a little bit about things that you want to pay attention to that I'm just noting generally. So we'll talk about that real quick here. I don't mind sharing it here, and then I'll probably reiterate a little bit tomorrow doing the live. I was there with Dr. Lisa. They said read her content. Oh, what's it? I was like, where's Dr. Lisa? They said read her content. Okay, gotcha. I did put it in my story. I posted in my story, and then I posted a little note too. I sure did. Good afternoon. Trisha T, how are you, friend? How is everything? Trisha T, you took a break this weekend. He's like, I had to take a break. She had some activities. So are you back up again? You gonna go live for us? Yeah, so put it in the live. You said voiceless. Oh, sorry to hear that. Okay. Sorry to hear that. You under the weather or something else happened? Laryngitis or something? Um, okay, so a couple things I was going to share. Share it out, friends. Yes, share it out. Share. Thank you so much. Anybody new in the room, please let me know. If you're new to this live, I always like to make sure I'm talking to the newbies. I want to make sure I'm talking to you and answer any questions you may have. This is a safe space, safe zone. You hear me talking to everybody. I like to make sure I'm connecting with everybody in the room. Let me know if you have questions. I was in my wellness room and she had I saw it too. I see it on the screen. I sent her a message. I said, okay, your room was rooming. The room was rooming. I love it. I love it. I love it. Lost my voice over the weekend, slowly coming back. Okay, okay, friend. How you doing, Bountiful? Yes. Okay, so a couple things I'm gonna tell you. Here's what I'm noting. Vibe Wellness Woman is doing it today too. Just and so this is why it's helpful to get the bird's eye view, but it's also helpful to bring that back to you guys globally. Okay, wait a minute. TikTok gave me the flash code. Let's see. TikTok gave me roses. TikTok said, okay, we're going to see. I got roses, y'all. I was like, TikTok likes to give the heart me, but that's okay. You get roses. Like, okay, I see you coming at a different time, a time I recommended, and you listened. That's amazing. So happy for her. Yes. Um, Here's what she did. And I'll say this. She changed her environment, y'all. So here's what I'm noting, and I've shared it individually with a few of you all in your meetings and stuff. And I think about Trisha T. Again, people want more of a sensory experience. Okay, so even me sitting here, like if I change my environment, maybe I sit on my patio one day, maybe I'll go out too, kind of like what she's doing. But just thinking about how, yes, notice that. Yep, yeah, people want that. People want to look, and I'm gonna tease Trisha T for a second. People want to look in the pot and see what you're cooking. We're nosy. We don't care what you're saying. We like your accent too, but they like, okay, what you cooking? Huh? What's cooking tonight? And that's the type of experience they want. They like, okay, I want this woman outside. Why she outside? What's she talking about? And so in her message obviously is resonating with her target audience, but that's important too. Yeah, she's outside. She is. She's outside. Yeah. Very, very nosy. People are very, very nosy. They are. They're very nosy. So yeah, they want to see. They want to see what's going on. And when you give them that, they're like, okay, let me listen a little longer. Because honestly, if they just see somebody's just being like a talking head and stuff, they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to listen to what she got to say or they got to say. But if they're doing something and they're creating this experience, people are like, okay, I'm in it. I'm in it for the experience. And then let's be real. Sometimes the chatter gets to chat and people are engaging and stuff, but sometimes people just want to be nosy and they just want to sit back and watch. They want to lurk. That's how Coach Jesse said. So just know they like accents. I know. I fight my Brooklyn Spanish accent all the time. Do you embrace it, friend? Embrace it. I'll use my Queen's act. There we go. They love accents. That's I'm just saying. I wish I don't necessarily have an accent, but if I had one. So but no, that's what I'm noticing. I'm noticing that's the trend. So the people who are if you are someone, how you doing, friend? Aneta. Aneta. I always say it proper, don't I? I will do my British accent all day long. You probably could. You're like, oh, she's from the UK. I did my first engagement room last night for 80s and 90s theme, and people were lurking as well. Yeah, they love that. Hey, everybody, how you doing, Queen Lock? Yes, people love that. People love that. Hey, one of our new people, I didn't get a chance to promote, send him out in the group yet, but Raymond has a whole vibe. I'll say that he plays music. He's a DJ. Raymond's a DJ. So if he comes in, if you get a chance, I'll try to promote him if you guys are not following him. He's in my C group. But if I get a chance, I'll share his live out next time. But he does the DJ and his DJ is good. He's doing like 80s, 90s. Well, he's doing 90s, 2000s like disco type stuff. It was good. It was a whole vibe for a second. I didn't get a chance to stay super long, but I caught a few of his songs. So he's DJing. How you doing, Doc? I see you, Doc Eunice. We all have accents everywhere you're from, I know. Some accents are a little bit more pronounced. That's it. Some of them are a little bit more pronounced. So yes. But yeah, people are looking for an experience. Good afternoon, friends. Sounds good. Yes. I'm taking my phone outside soon. Yeah, yeah. Again, if you're thinking about this think about it from your own experience. And I know we're saying important information. We're sharing. We're trying to get clients and customers, and we're trying to get people to engage. We want them to tap the screen and share it out. However, people who are here, just think about your experience. When you stay in a room, you're staying. Think about all the reasons why you stay in someone's room for a period of time. It's either because you're looking for that information you need to know, or they create an experience where you just feel like you want to stay, that you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to vibe out with them, or whatever the case may be. Like that's what you want to create. So that's where rooms will start rooming, because the algorithm is noting that about what they're offering. Okay, we're sharing important information, but people are people. I know they don't care about us. No, I'm joking. They care though. Oh, it's vibing. Yeah, yeah. So some of it is, some of it is. Now again, when I think about Vibe Wellness Woman, if you guys take a chance, I'm literally looking at her screen now, and you get a chance to kind of see her whole aura, her whole vibe is like something where you kind of want to lean in and look a little longer, see what she's talking about. And again, she's creating an experience for people because they're looking at the camera, they see the outdoor environment. Her setup is very nice. Obviously, she accessorized great for the camera because she has very coordinated with the greenery and her other colors. She looks camera ready. And so all of that is happening. And so she created an experience for our viewers. And obviously the information she's sharing, it's great. Yes, an experience. That's it. It is. Yeah. And so as she starts to, and so first of all, I would say it's probably creating an experience. And I think the next hurdle, this is where the whole launch your income piece comes in. The next hurdle will be, how do you get more people to engage from tapping the screen, sharing a live, commenting, the gifting, all those things. Because I think her live offers her sharing so much information that not everybody is engaging. The chat pauses, like my chat pausing right now, but the chat pauses, and because they're listening, they're taking it all in, and that's what she creates. She creates this moment where you're drawn into what she's saying, as opposed to engaging back. So that's the next phase of this, in terms of how do you balance that, how do you get that, how do you get people to constantly engage? Because let's be real about this. You said, what is this? What is this? What is this? What do you mean, friend? Let me make sure. Read the chat is so important. Reading the chat, it is. It is. You got to be there with your chat. Okay? So you got to make sure you're engaging. Friends, we are halfway through the flash goal. If you would like to send a rose, please send a rose. That's totally fine. I appreciate that. If we can make our flash goal, that would be awesome. Who is this we're talking about? Oh, okay, who is this? Her name is Vibe Wellness Woman. She's in the agency. So if you look at Vibe Wellness Woman, look her up. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate the support. And then, so she's in the agency. So we were commenting on how her room had grown over in the past few days. Like it had grown quite a bit. And so she's had a lot more engagement in her live, and her live has been pushed out a lot more lately. So we've seen that. Let me say this too, and I have to note this from an algorithm perspective. It typically takes the algorithm, when TikTok recommends that your live is at least 2 hours, it's on purpose, okay? Because it takes the algorithm, people say like the first 30 minutes is just you connecting, engaging, you guys talking, and people are coming into the room, they're getting pushed out to the FYP. All that happens in that first 30 minutes. So if your live ends in 30 minutes, then you might not have given it a chance to really warm up, okay? Then you'll see in that next hour and a half or so, is where you're going to have people come and go, and the numbers are going to grow. So you'll see that increase with your numbers, okay? So you got to be intentional about how long you stay. Now, do I tell you you're going to stay forever? No, but I'm just telling you, as you continue to go live on a more consistent basis, as you go live a little longer, you'll see that growth happen. And seriously, that was Vibe Wellness Woman's situation too. She was somebody that just did kind of an hour, and now she's gone to the point where she's going at least 2 hours. Okay, so that's right now. I'm looking at the time. She's 1 hour and 43 minutes. So again, you've seen that growth happen in her life. Okay, and then her audience knows when to expect her and how that works too. Okay, hello friend, how are you, Dee? Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I appreciate you. Tap, tap, tap. I see you guys. Thank you for the engagement. So just know that it takes time. She's been at it. The torture of it. Oh, no, it's torturous going live with no followers. With no followers. Let me see, Urban. Urban, you're good. That's a good number to start with. 800 followers, you're good. Again, engagement outside the live, engagement from people coming to your live. You'll get more and more followers. So I'll use the example of again Trisha T when she's cooking and stuff. She was coming back reporting, hey, I got 30 followers. I've gotten 50 followers. I've gotten 68 followers. So people will come to your live, but you gotta make sure you're doing that engagement first outside the live. And then again, if you're creating that live where people are connecting with you, um, because they're resonating with your message, they're resonating with what you're offering in terms of the live experience, then you'll get the followers too. But you just gotta go live. Yes, I feel like people want to settle in. They do. They do. Is that unique? That nigga said, I would just want to settle in. I just want to settle in. I love it. Okay. I love it. You said they just want to settle in. When I started going live, I had 200 followers. Ooh. And now you're at 2,600. Wow. You started your live journey with 200 followers. Okay, let's unpack that a little bit, Coach Chantel. Chantel, when did you start going live? When was your live journey? When did you start? Was that like March, February, March? Let us know. People pass me by like an Hampshire truck going nowhere. You're so silly. I can see if you said going south, but you said going north. My highest was 186 followers in one live. Wow. I didn't think about, wow. Okay. Look at you. I feel people pop in and out. They do pop in and out. They pop in and out. You got to take advantage of the pop ins and outs too. Those are people who are trying to figure out is your message worth them staying longer. When they do that, I know they pop in and out, but again, try to see if you can. Try to see who's popping in and out, who's staying a little bit, who's listening. Like, what does that look like, so that you can engage them. You know what I'm saying? So that you're saying hi, when people are coming in, tell me where you're from. We're talking about XYZ, but I can't talk to air. I just can't figure it out. You gotta figure out your messaging. You gotta figure out your messaging. And as people are coming in, especially early on, you gotta engage them because they wanna feel seen and heard. Some people want to be anonymous. Oh, I'm anonymous. We were just talking about you. I didn't realize she ended. I was like, wait a minute, what she got? She's still on screen. No, she's not. She ended. Yes, end of February. Community is everything. It is. It is everything. Vibe Wellness Woman, we were just talking about you. We were talking about your room. And I sent you a message. You said my highest was 12. Wait a minute. Hey, I've seen zeros. I've seen ones, twos, threes, and fives. You know what I'm saying? So 12 is good. That's a good start, friend. I started with 65 followers. Now I have 1,200. I said, yes, my Saturday when I went live. So that's why I go live most Saturdays. Yes, Saturdays is good. People love Saturdays. Weekends is good in general, y'all. I'll just say that out loud. Weekends are traditionally known to be better for people because you figure people are doing their 9 to 5. They're doing all the things that happen in the work week. And so they're able to kind of, but they're at their kids' soccer game or, morning baseball practice, whatever it is, on a weekend, and they're sitting on their phone scrolling. You know what I'm saying? Or they're stopping to listen to you because they stopped and saw your live session and wanted to listen to the screen. I've had 4. It's cool. I'm kind of a big deal. So there. That's true. You are a big deal, pals. Hey, that is awesome. Let me clap for that. Put your head back. Hey, laugh out loud. Yes, friend, we were chatting about you. We were saying how your room was rooming. So you said I got 70. Yes, 700K diamonds today. Yes, that she said overall in total. Yes, that didn't happen. I was just making sure I said that. That wasn't just like 2 days, but that was like over her course of going live, which is awesome. I love it. I love it. Note your life is being recorded. You can use snippets of that for content, so you're not talking to talking to yourself. Yes, yes, yes. Repurpose your live. I tell you guys that all the time. No live is wasted. Okay. If you feel that, I actually did a post about this. This is a whole post I did because I said, you know what? You might get crickets in the beginning, but that's the whole point. In the beginning, you can perfect your messaging. You can also use that clip so that you can take that clip and then repurpose it because you were able to say the message the way you wanted to say it because nobody was in the room. So even if you were repeating yourself 10 times, you got the clip that you needed for your post. You know what I'm saying? So um, just be cognizant of that. If you can try your best to focus on how do you use this for other content, that's important. Just area, yeah, yeah, that's it. You can do it. It's funny. I did that in one of my lives. I kind of did a snippet of I practiced that and I talked to you guys. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a clip, and I think I talked about the live recording video. If you ever go back and look at the video where I talk about live recordings, it might be one of the videos that are pinned right now. That's a video I did in a live. I actually walked you through real time in a live how to find your live recordings. And I took that and made that a clip. And I did a little zoom in effect and some other things to make it a little bit more dynamic and make it look like it was original for not live stream, but it was pretty much the messaging I gave in a live. That was it. So just know you can absolutely do that. What were you guys saying? I inquired minds want to know. We were saying your room was rooming, friend. You had at one point it was over 900 people. I mean not 900. I said 900. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to say 900. You had 90 people, over 90 people in your live. We were saying how the room was rooming. Luna and some others were in the room, and so they saw it too. So yeah, you were doing your thing out on the patio. I love it. So yeah, you absolutely did a great job, friend. That's it. We were what I was saying though, ultimately, and this for other people who came into the live, I was ultimately saying take that opportunity when you are going live. You are trying to create an experience for your viewers. Hello, Cookie, how you doing? You're trying to create an experience for them. So your whole aesthetic, your background, your obviously the look, your hair, your makeup, all the stuff complement each other. So when people looked in your room, you stopped the scroll. People were like, "Well, let me listen to what she's talking about. Let me listen a little bit more. Oh wow, I love her. I love her hair. Oh, I love the headband. I love the greenery in the background." And people were listening to the message and they were staying and watching. So just know that that's the experience you want to give them. So I can literally be repeat and repeat. Hey, you should. You should. Because people are coming in your room constantly. You want to make sure you are repeating yourself. You absolutely want to repeat yourself. You reintroduce yourself all the time. I need to reintroduce myself. Hello, I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Welcome to the room. We're going to be talking about the Creator Network. Do you want to know why you should join a Creator Network agency? I'm going to let you know. Okay. So, yeah, you're repeating yourself constantly. And because people are coming in all the time listening to your message. So you want to make sure that they take it all in. Okay. Hello, Raymond. Raymond, I was talking about you too. I said I stopped through and heard you DJing, friend. Hello, Melissa. How are you, friend? Miss Tammy, I saw you live for a brief second today, too. It was right before I came live. Look at you guys. You guys are doing it. I'm so proud of y'all because you guys are hitting the go live button, and that's the start. That's the start. Here's what I will say. Let me go to my other message real quick because I got several messages. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seriously. I'm a '90s girl, so I enjoyed it. It was good. It was good. And you ended with one of my favorite songs. So that was Roy Ayers, wasn't it? Yeah. So I appreciate you, friend. That was awesome. Oh, I say must spell like 50 times. Must feel like 55 times in an hour. Yeah, you have to. You never know. You never know. Clap it, my version of the finger clap. Clock it, my version of the finger tip clap. Yes, I have remind myself to reintroduce myself. Absolutely. You gotta reintroduce yourself. You never know who's coming in. And you get new people all the time. So even for this live, people are gonna come and go, people are gonna come and go, and that's totally fine. But at the same time, hopefully they understand, what the message is and they'll take something from it and follow the live host and come back again. That's what you want. I'm not going to give up. There we go, friend. Keep going. You're part of the DJ community, so that's awesome. Yeah, well, let's find a time to chat just at some point. Anybody else, if I have not had a chance to meet with you yet, because I want to give like I do the one-on-ones because obviously I'm doing some observations, and then sometimes I'm able to pop real time in your room so I can actually do it. So I can give some feedback, some observations, and then maybe some things specific to your live that I can offer as well. So maybe we can find some time. We haven't chatted yet. Okay, perfect, perfect. Send me a inbox message. Just thinking out loud, thinking out loud. Obviously today is probably a wash, but tomorrow could potentially be good. Thursday, I think I have one appointment, and then Friday midday could work too. I don't think I have anything going on before between 12 and 3. So we should be okay Friday. And then Saturday, I need to reach out to Wendy. Wendy messaged me. Wendy, if you're in a room, I need to reach out to you. So I don't think I saw her in the room though. But yeah, so I just want to make sure I'm touching base with everybody, okay? I don't mind doing that. You know, obviously it's probably not going to be sustainable in the future, but hey, we're gonna continue to try to do this. That's the point. So hold on one second. Identify needs some feedback. Okay, I definitely need some feedback. Okay, um, let's chat because obviously what I saw today was great. I'm just gonna say that out loud. So it was great. But yeah, let's chat. Let's chat because I don't know if I have any feedback right now. But I definitely want to chat based on your topic and stuff. Does it not cause a copyright issue if I have background music in live? No, not in the US. They haven't banned it yet. No, it's not a problem. That was for the UK, but you're fine so far. You should be okay to have some music playing. Yeah. Yeah, I have a little soft jazz going on right now. Yeah. I'm going live tomorrow and Thursday at 12 noon. Again, 3 times a week now. Look at you. Look at you. Mrs. Tammy. You're like, look here. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. I heard that you had music in the background and you couldn't have commercial. Okay, you couldn't have commercial like when you think about like a what am I trying to say like I'm doing the YT, and so they have commercials. And I actually try to skip them, but yeah, I can see that being problematic. Some of the what is it, shop Spotify and some of the others, they probably do allow for non-commercial because you're paying for that service, or Apple Music and stuff, so that might be a better option. Okay, I'm glad you didn't. They didn't. I love my music in the background. I did too. You need to have premium. Gotcha. So I need to turn on the premium. Okay. So far, I have it super low and I turn it down. I don't have it blasting. Do you guys even hear it? Come up here. I have it low, super low. So you said yes. Nope. Yes. Very low. You said it's low. It's not, it's not low. You said it's just right. You said very low. Nope. Don't even hear. You said I can hear almost everything. I have my earbuds though. While I hear it. Okay. Okay. I use YouTube. I made a subscription. Okay. And the commercial free. Gotcha. Okay. Well, Raymond, you a DJ. What? Raymond, that ain't helpful. You a DJ. You supposed to. You can't have commercials going. I would say, Raymond, you need to pay for the subscription if you got commercials playing. So yes. Let's see. All right, friends. So a couple other things I want to talk about because I was talking about a little bit about doing this and just having the right mindset. Very soft background. I can hear a tiny bit, but there's a pause in your speak when there's a pause in my speaking. Yes. Yeah, you're supposed to be listening to me, not the music. Unless I was a DJ. And then it's the music that should be taking prime stage. Um, okay, friends. You can increase the volume a little though. Okay, on my side, I could turn it up just a notch. I could. I'm gonna leave it alone because it does pop in the commercials every now and then, and I'll cut them off if I see it pop up. I try to cut them off because I'm cognizant of it. of the commercials being distracting because I don't like the talking because I was looking just for this instrumental. So that's why I cut it off because I don't want the voices going on. Um, so mindset. That's where I was about to go with this mindset. So here's what I will tell you. We're going to talk a little bit about this just because I felt like it was important to share as we're growing as an agency. More and more people are engaging, and I know it can be frustrating, especially when we know we have a great topic. We know we have information that the whole world should be listening to us talk. Okay, everybody should be engaged in our dialogue and what we have going on. The chat should be chatting, and we should all come together because what we're talking about is the most important thing right now. However, that's not the case. That's not the case for many of us. That's not the case for how this works. And so you just gotta recognize that at the end of the day, that can feel a little disconcerting, and you're like, okay, well, what am I doing? It's defeating. And so you're wondering, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? What's going on? And I want you not to compare yourself to other people. So when I was talking about other rooms, when I tell you guys to go do your research, when I tell you to go visit other rooms, hello, William, how are you, friend? When I tell you to do all that, it is literally for the research. Don't pay attention to numbers. If you want to pay attention to numbers, that's fine because maybe you know that's a potential creator that is actually having, for whatever reason, a moderate success or major success. That's fine. But at the end of the day, I want you to take it in to see, okay, what's something else I could be doing? How do I relay this information? How do I engage a little differently? Maybe I need to bring up multi guests and have my guests engage with me. How you doing, Kim? Maybe I should think differently about my lighting or my sound. For me, it was like, okay, maybe I need to think differently about my timing. Maybe I do need to have a board since I'm going to be talking about the agency. So just know that those are things that you want to take note of, but don't take note of, where you're comparing yourself. Okay. Hello, friends coming in. I appreciate you all jumping in. Dr. Trish and I was talking about that comparison thief of all joy. You know I say that all the time. It is the thief of all joy. And I want to say this to this extent because I want you guys to know, and this is a mindset thing. I want you to know that you are so capable of being like any big creator on this platform. And if you're not, it's okay because the people who are in your room, who are your supporters, are the people who are there for you. And that number will grow because people are going to come in and share their experience and bring more people towards you. And again, you're going to grow. Okay? You may not grow to someone who has a huge room and the room is rooming all the time, but you may grow in a way that you have support and people who want to hear your message and they're consistently showing up for you. Okay? And I want you to be careful and cognizant. This is something I want to say to you because I know sometimes we're like, okay, we were talking about this with the whole fan club, the super fan versus subscriptions and how that's changing and what does that look like. And nobody's going to buy my super fan for $10, $9.99. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. And I don't want you to, I don't want you to think that is not possible. Okay? People will buy your subscription, whether it's $9.99 or $29.99. Okay? So don't leave this space with that mindset where, oh, that's too pricey. Oh, that's not going to be the case. That people will get. Okay? So that's where the mindset has to be shifted. Because if you're sitting back thinking like, oh, that will never happen for me or nobody's going to want that, then no, it isn't. People can read that. People can read that you're not confident. People can read that, okay, you're not really invested in what you're offering. You have to shift your mindset and say, okay, you know what? Why not me? Why can't they? I offer great information. People should want to be engaged with what I have to offer. Matter of fact, they'll probably pick that super person and mine too because they want different experiences. They want what I have to offer just as much as they want that big person too. Okay? So I say that because I think that's the mindset that a lot of small creators may have, and I don't want that to be our case. We're not that way. We are able to do things that we didn't even imagine we can do. Okay? So anyway, I bring a lot of ideas that have helped my life. There we go. Hey there, hey everyone. Just let me catch up on a few comments. Does yourself talk about this? Yes, we can't compare ourselves, friends. Will you teach about the fan club? I will teach about the fan club. We're going to have to teach a lot because they change the fan club constantly. They have a new thing that says the fantastic journey. And so they're constantly updating the fan club again because the super fan is about to roll out. So we're seeing some changes. I agree that some people aren't ready for nine. It's not $99 a month. It's $9.99. $99 a month. I might be like, okay, wait a minute. No, it's not that high. But to your point, if it's worthwhile, I think people will be super fans. There we go. But to your point, people will get it. You said you offer that on school? Okay, got you. It's like that's my school program. I got you. So yes, okay. But yeah, people purchase what they value. And let me say this, Mrs. Tammy, because people might be like, okay, wait a minute. Let me get her super fan for $9.99. And then let me decide if I'm going to get her $99 program. Oh, I love the value. Let me get this $99 program too. Okay. Thank you so much, Kim. I see you, friend with the money gun. I see you. Thank you so much. Right, makes sense. And that's how people will evaluate. They're gonna decide because here's the other thing. The algorithm often fools us. So sometimes your topic may be the only topic they come across because they're following you and engaging with you. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's the only topic or niche. That's they're probably like all of us looking at some of everything, the dance videos, the educational videos, the trends that are popping up. They're seeing it all, so they're not necessarily niching down. Not your average viewer. So you might be the only person that they see in the algorithm, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, I like her. She's awesome. Let me sit and listen to her or him because you're in their algorithm. So again, when you do the comparison is the thief of all joy. When I say that, that is a true statement because we often are conditioned to compare ourselves to other people in other situations. And that is not the case. And so I don't want you to get in a point you said, say that. I don't want you to get in a situation where you will have counted yourself out before it even began. Don't do that. Don't count yourself out before it even begins. This is your journey, okay? And what you pull together, what you put out there, we can do some tweaks and refine it and make it even better. But it takes you showing up. It takes you showing up with confidence and knowing that you can do this, okay? So I say that because I had to say that because I was like, you know what? I said something at Sunday's meeting, and I was like, you know what? I said something, but I don't think I don't know if it resonated because I wanted to make sure, give myself 3 months. Let's see. There we go, friend. You need to give yourself 6 months, but yeah, 3 months is fine. 6 months is what I tell people. Give yourself 6 months. 6 months is when you start to see you can see how things will roller coaster. And then I'm sitting here talking to y'all very confidently today. Hey, because as far as I'm concerned, this app ain't going nowhere. It just ain't. It just ain't. I sat in on a session. Let me say this, because I go in these TikTok streets all, here and there. I mean, because of y'all making me go everywhere too. So I'm seeing everything now. Hello, friend. And so I went to a session. And it was TikTok Shop related. So it was somebody's live that was TikTok Shop. And they're promoting a device that you can have that will help with your shoppable products. And long story short, it's the device that they're promoting, but it's the device that's going to help you with doing your video and then plugging in your products as you do a shoppable live. So that's the device they're showing. So I was kind of listening to it because it came across my feed. I sat in on the session, and the gentleman, you couldn't see him, he was kind of showing you the device and walking around this big warehouse where the warehouse was a production. It was a production studio. They had these small little production pods almost, if you think about it like that. And he said this, and so just so happened I had it on, the volume was on, and my husband was able to hear it too. And my husband was like, what did he just say? And he actually repeated it because I guess he knew people were going to be like, what did you just say? was actually kind of funny because it was like timely. But he said, in this production studio, we have different people come in, our creators that are coming in and setting up their products and they're using this equipment, blah, blah, blah. And we make $30 million a month. And he was like, I know y'all are wondering, did I actually say $30 million a month? He said, yeah, but that sounds like a lot to you all, but that's 1% of studios like ours. He was on earlier. You saw him, Dr. Trish? I'm sorry. So that's 1%. He said, wait, what? Of what studios like ours do. That's being made from a TikTok shop. TikTok shop is really big. And it's 30 million a month. That their studio, their TikTok shop creator. I think they were a TikTok shop agency. They were specific to shop because he was doing this product for shop. So I'm almost sure I didn't look into great detail, but I think it was TikTok shop that he was focused on. So yeah, so yeah, so you said send me that video. No, this was a live. This was a live. He was in his live session. Yeah. So when we talk about what's happening here, it's a lot. So to just make this go away, poof, ain't going nowhere. You said, who was he? Who was he? He was like, he was the man that's selling the devices. He was the man selling the devices. I have to go back and look it up, y'all. I shouldn't have said that because y'all asking questions. Because my husband made me. He was like, what you looking at? You said inbox me. You said, I think I saw him. You think you saw him, Dr. Trish? Hey, how you doing, Dr. Peg? You said y'all acting just like my husband. I was like, well, who are you watching? What's going on over there? He started doing COVID. I don't remember that being part of the story, but it could have been. I don't remember. I don't think he owned. I think he was the pro. I think he was their person to promote these devices. Okay, you doing the most. Listen, nobody's. It is. It is. No, for real talk. It is. It is in the production. It is in the production of this because they're making this a whole. Especially again, I'm talking about TikTok shop. Okay, so TikTok shop is a whole thing in itself. It is really big. It's been out for what device were these? Let's go. He said, "What device was these, Dr. Lisa? What was you watching?" It was like some kind of tablet. It was a tablet where you can do your shoppable live and you can add your product in the shoppable live. He was promoting this product. Now this product was like $2K each. Okay, so Dr. Lisa wasn't looking at I was intrigued by the product, but Dr. Lisa was not buying the product. Okay, so let me just be clear about that. But I was intrigued, and he was showing the studio area, and he was talking, and I was listening. I was not purchasing. So you just gave me an idea, Dr. Lisa. Did I really? So it's TikTok shop, and yes, Zon not merging. Where does all this news come from? Pals, I haven't heard a merger. I've not heard a merger. We have not heard anything official. I do know they are collaborating to a certain extent. They have done some integration when it comes to people being able to share links on both platforms and all the things. So I'm not sure if that's necessarily a merger, but I think there is definitely signs of how they are working in cooperation with each other. I gave y'all ideas. Y'all going to buy the machines? What I did and I give y'all. My husband works in television production. Does he? Okay. Hey everybody, how you doing? Jess Fabulous, Coach Jesse. You all not disclosing. What I'm not disclosing? What? I want y'all to know though, it's a lot going on in these TikTok streets. So I don't want y'all to be nervous and afraid and think that what you're offering, what you're doing, what you're talking about, that there's not an audience for you and that you can't dream the unimaginable. Okay? I think that's the moral of this story. Okay? So where you see yourself today does not have to be where you are 5 weeks from now, 3 months from now, 6 months from now. But it does require you to show up consistently, show up engaging, show up and build your community. That's what it does. But again, when you put limitations on yourself and say, well, I can't be like this person, or this person's not gonna work for me, or my super fan nobody gonna wanna buy, then that's a limitation. Because that super fan you're not gonna set up. And then that super fan you're not gonna promote. And then that super fan is not gonna get seen or heard for the person in the room that would have purchased your super fan. You see what I'm saying? So just recognize that you have so much to offer. And that's across the board. Okay? But you got to engage. You got to do the work. You got to show up. You got to promote yourself. You got to promote your products. You got to promote your offerings. Oh, your husband. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about, Luna. That's what I'm talking about, Luna. See, that's what we need. Luna. See, inside here is so much talent, so much, so much expertise. You know what I'm saying? So Luna, thank you so much. We're gonna tap hubby. We're gonna tap hubby. You said you better teach. Thank you for that, friend. But I don't want you guys to do that. That is I don't want you to feel that way. I don't want you to feel like you're not capable, that you're not worthy, that people don't want to hear from you and don't want your products and don't want what you have to offer. No, that is not the case. Okay? So I want you to think differently. We thinking big picture here. We thinking big. We dream big over here. That's I don't let fear I don't let fear manage me. I walk by faith and I just keep going. Because when you lead by fear, you just stop. You don't do stuff. And that's what I teach my kids. Like, hey, we ain't afraid. You're my toddler. my kindergartner now. I gotta call him kindergartner. I was like, that boy ain't no toddler. So my kindergartner. So yes, you can't do that. Can I join your agency? Yes, you can, friend. Yes, you can. I think so. Wait a minute. What's this picture? Where's your bio? What's going on? Get your hopes up, you all. That's it. That's it. So true. So true. So, you said, how do I join? How do we join? Okay, so look, I do got to talk about the agency, and I'll share all the information about the agency to let you guys know what to expect. But I just want to say that, okay? You said I believe. Hey, you gotta believe. You gotta believe in yourself first. Again, comparison is the thief of all joy. If I tell you to go back out and watch people, you doing research. You ain't comparing. You're doing research, okay? Same way that you would research any other topic. You're doing research just so that you can see if there's some little tweaks, some things you can do. But you are not comparing yourself. And you do not let that feed into your spirit that says you can't do what they're doing. Okay? We don't do that. Don't do that. And so what I'm saying to you all, when I say, okay guys, I want you to think about how do you launch your income? How do you do things? How do you make sure you're thinking about your monetization? Because there are things you can do to pull different levers. And so I just want you guys to feel confident in your ability to put something out there and to know that there are people who will get it. Now, let's be real. I just told y'all I'm not about to buy a $2,000 machine for tablets and stuff. But who knows? I'm just gonna be honest with you. Who knows where this could take me? Who knows where I might be 6 months from now? I'm like, y'all, guess what I done bought? I done bought that $2,000 machine. I said I was not gonna get, y'all. Oh my Lord. I can't believe I did that. Because I realized maybe that 2,000 machine can get me 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 if I just invest in it. And I'm ready to put the time into it. Now, I ain't ready to put the time into it right now, but for the money. But my point is, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Don't say that. So at the end of the day, just be open and create things that you know people are gonna want from you. And if they don't get it then, I've had several people, and it's probably several of y'all in the room, but I distinctly remember having a meeting with one of my clients, and she said, Dr. Lisa, nobody's getting my subscriptions. I don't know what's going on. I've created this subscription plan and I feel weird about talking about it and stuff. I said, well, you got to talk about your subscription. That's a benefit you offer. So you got to sit down and talk about it. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna share it up in the beginning. I'll share it. I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Just get used to telling people like, hey, you guys, here's some of the things I offer. I offer a subscription plan. Here's the benefits of it. Make sure you do your daily heart meet. Make sure you type the screen. Yeah, I just said make it part of your opening. She did. She came back literally. I think her live was before my 4 o'clock. She's like, Dr. Lisa, in the chat. I saw I got one subscriber already, and literally just had a meeting that morning. So my point is, you got to talk about your stuff. You got to talk about your offerings. You have to, okay? For people to engage. Thank you so much for the donuts. I appreciate you, friend. Let's see. But you got to engage in that way. I don't want you guys to sit back and be like, nobody's gonna get, nobody's not gonna do. There's big creators that are doing the same thing. Yeah, I don't care. They ain't me. Y'all know I had the story. Yeah, I know I gotta check the comments in a second. But y'all know I had the situation where I went to some live and somebody basically insulted me to my face. Like, well, why would somebody want to talk to you as a TikTok coach? They can go to XYZ and they name some other big names. I was like, they ain't me. Why would they? Comparison's the thief of all joy. Yeah, they over there. But at the end of the day, the way I talk, the way I communicate, the way I engage is entirely different from them. They got their audience, I have mine. So you're not gonna make me feel like I'm less than. Like, why would you do that? Oh well, I know I'm not for you, so that's fine. So that's how you have to think about this. You have to have confidence in what you have to offer, no matter who else is out here. There's a billion people on this app. You'll be fine. So that's my message. Let me catch up on y'all comments. How do we have a certain number of followers to join? Say that again. Say, do we have to have a certain amount of followers? Let me talk about the agencies. You have 1,092. You're fine, friend. No, you don't. Yeah, rude. That was rude. That's so rude. There are these TikTok streets are like the regular streets. I say that all the time. There are some rude people out here. Hey, you just know that and just keep it moving, y'all. Okay. I wonder what that was saying. I know. And this was like in July, so it was just a month ago. So it wasn't a long time ago. This was doing, I take that back. This was doing Community Fest. Remember, I think I told you guys the story. I went into somebody's room thinking I'm supporting the Community Fest stuff and the battles that were happening. And it turned out I was in this room with pretty much this jerk, but it's all good. Shining bright like a diamond. I love that. I was here and I'll tell him there is no other Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much. You all, I'm just talking smack now. Wait a minute. Let me catch you on. Let me go up a little farther. You guys are funny. Okay, my friends who want to join the agency. I'm going to talk about the agency. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Absolutely. You don't need a certain amount of followers. You do need to have live access. Hold on one second. TikTok gave me a puzzle piece. That's why I said the puzzle piece is so no rhyme or reason. You guys were chatting. I was talking. TikTok, I don't know why y'all do that. I really need to research that, y'all, because that is annoying. I'm not sure why it pops up. I think it's just really random. So just be mindful of it. Let's see. So true, so true. Okay, so how do you join? Let me tell you how to join, my friends that are here. Hopefully you didn't leave. Let's see, but me in a relationship with someone got a lifetime of 3 months left. Allow boundaries. I hear you, friend. You, if you need to set boundaries, that's totally fine. I had to learn that too. What time did you get on, Dr. Lee? You said, Kim, I've been on since 10 o'clock. I've been here all day. No, I'm joking. I came on at 10. You know what? I was sharing. I told you guys to pay attention to your time that TikTok recommends for you, and TikTok recommended 1. I had a conflict with my 10 o'clock, so it kind of drove me to pick the 1 o'clock. I was like, okay, I'll do 1. No, because my hubby will advise on a better, cheaper one. On a better, cheaper one. Then my 2001, the $2,000 one. Okay, true. You all, I'm just talking smack. Let me be quiet, listen, and finish and grade my ebook for tonight. Okay, I got you, Dr. Trish. There's puzzles. Urban. We wanted to fight. I know the same happened with that TikTok live host, Nicole. Really? Somebody was rude and said something like that? There's some rude people out here, seriously. I always hear them tell them there's no, yes. There are some rude people out here, and there are some people who have a limited Where's Coach Rod? Is she in the room? Her word, limiting beliefs. Okay? If you're a person who has limiting beliefs, then yeah, somebody can say that to you and you'll believe it. You'll believe it. Oh, I'm not them. Oh, no one's gonna come to me. Oh, uh-uh. That is not the case. Hi, everybody. How you doing, Miracle? How you doing, Rockster? What's the benefit for? Okay, let me talk about the agency because Dr. Lisa got this sign up here, y'all, and these people are like, "What is an agency and how to join?" So let me answer the questions. TikTok Creative Network Agency. It is an agency where TikTok has created this particular program where they've kind of deputized agencies to support with growing the live host community, essentially, making sure because they see the live hosting as a big business in terms of how people are engaging and building community, and then obviously how people are engaging in the live through gifting and sharing and commenting is creating a bigger community, and they see it as obviously a revenue generator too for them. So ultimately, they've said, okay, we don't know all the different people who have live host interest and capability, and how do we have some eyes and ears on the ground to help train people, help them give hosting strategy, monetization strategy, and then advocacy if their account is, banned or in violation with TikTok. So they train agencies to support live hosts. So that's essentially what happens. And so when it comes to an agency, like why join an agency? If you are going to be a live host and you're thinking about monetization on this app, it's good to have an agency that can support you, especially an agency that's going to help you with training and understanding how to build up your live stream, but also when you think about your monetization and understanding all the different ways you can improve your live to monetize. And so with my agency, that's what I do. We're an agency that's focused on different ways you can monetize. When we talk about subscriptions, when we talk about gifting, thank you. And then when we talk about even, thank you so much, title gifting. Even when we're talking about occasional battles, we call them celebratory battles, or however you want to add it to your live stream. So we talk about those things too as opportunities for you, but no requirements. I don't have requirements. I just encourage you to go live because that's the whole point of having an agency. You're going live because you want to be a live host. Maybe you have a product, service, consultation, something that you're offering to your community, but you want to be able to do it so that you are in compliance with TikTok. So that's the advocacy piece of it. And then also training on how to improve your live stream and get more views. So that's what I offer. If you are interested in joining the agency, you can click the link in this lower left corner. That's how you apply. TikTok has some rules in terms of if you are eligible. So if you're eligible, I'll check right now actually if you click the link. But essentially, if you're eligible, the ways you're not eligible is that if you're already with an agency or creator network, then you cannot join mine. Okay, so I can't coach or poach. I always say that. So you can't join my agency. My agency is in the U.S. and Canada only. So if you are outside those regions, it'll pop up that you're in an unsupported region. So you have to find an agency that is supported by your area. And then ultimately, if you've in violation currently, then TikTok will say that you have violation on your account and you can't join for that reason. And then finally, if you have a million followers and you've already earned $5,000 or more over the course of 5 months, I think that's how it is, per month, essentially. TikTok says you don't need an agency because you're good. So that's ultimately what's happening. But if you click the link, I will tell you if you are in fact eligible to join, and then you would just become part of the family. And we have, I started this in August, so we're in our 4th week. We're about to hit that 4-month, first month anniversary, and we already have 80 people, y'all. 80 people. 80 people in the agency. So I'm so excited. So that's awesome. I have no idea what my violation is. You know what, Kat? Go ahead and click it again, friend. Click it again, because I think you were you the one that said you had multiple accounts? That's the error that popped up. And then did you delete an account? What happened, friend? Tell me what happened. I can't remember what your story was. You say, yay, wow, that's amazing. 80 and counting. That's 80 and counting, y'all. For real, for real, for real. Yep. So let me know. There was somebody else who had a similar situation. And I think the system had to clear itself up. Okay, it was actually two people who had a similar situation where they had another account and then they deleted something and then they came back and the system had to catch up. And then there was somebody else who was business switched to personal, and that needed to kind of catch up too. So it's it just depends on when you did it, but I think it was something about multiple account error that popped up for you. Thank you so much, Kim. I see you, friend. Please help Kat. Dr. Lisa, she is unpackalicious. She's an unpackalicious. What does that mean? Packalicious or unpackalicious? Am I saying that right? Yes, it's pending deletion. But I have other accounts that I haven't used and I can't access them. Oh, that's the problem. So it's the multi-account thing. And honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do anything because of it. Because it grazed me out from accepting you. Yeah, so that's what's happening. I can't even accept you. So you're saying the other accounts you can't access. You said the other account is in the process of being deleted. Huh. Yeah, I would say maybe wait one more week. Maybe let's try to regroup September 1st. Let's see what happens in the month of September. So that was like 2 weeks ago when you first applied. So let's see what happens in like September 1st. She has a video she went she sent me about that, what it is. Oh, okay, correct. Having used those other accounts. It seriously, it may be the other accounts. Natty Nat, she's in the room, or she was in the room. She had that problem, and she ended up having to access an account that she hadn't been using, and she ended up. I'm not sure if she deleted it, but she did something to that account, and so it may be those other accounts too. It could be those other accounts. By Wellness Your Woman, I'm going back up. You say you just gave me the topic for tomorrow: overcoming limited beliefs after 40. That's it. Please do it. Yeah, I ran into someone who thought that they were hard, and I nailed it. We're cool now. You said, and I nailed it. We're cool now. You're cool with the person. So yeah, that's it. That's it. That's a great topic. It is. It is. We oftentimes, especially women. I mean, and to your point, it may be a generational difference too. Hello, how you doing, Yolanda? It may be a generational difference too when you think about how we often will. Um, First of all, we become very complacent, and we don't see ourselves doing anything out of our comfort zone. We just we become creatures of habit, keep doing the same thing, and we oftentimes will limit ourselves by saying, I ain't gonna do that, I'm not, I wish I would, all those things like that. There's so many more things you could do. I I tell you guys the story all the time. This time last year I wasn't on TikTok. I had the snooping account from when my daughter was going viral over COVID, but that was the only account I had. I was not on TikTok. I'm about to hit my 1 year anniversary. I keep saying I need to look up that video because I think the date it wasn't in August. I think it was September, but it's like right after Labor Day was probably when I posted my first video on the account that is now my TikTok shop account. So just recognizing this, I was the person that was like, I ain't going on the internet. My account that I just talked about was my TikTok shop account was a faceless account. I was on this app faceless when I started. And then I was like, built my confidence, kind of started seeing other people. I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then I created this account like in late October, early November. So just recognize, like, this is an evolution. And so when I say I was that person, it's like, I ain't going on the internet. Y'all ain't gonna see me like that. What for? Why? And I had people around me, and this is kind of like that limiting belief piece. I had people around me that was like, oh, be careful. You never know. There's, not that you shouldn't be careful, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I was to the point where I was so careful and so afraid and so disillusioned that I didn't even want to engage in the internet like that. Like if you see my accounts, I'm still very much, I'm not all into FB like that, no way. But my point is, I wasn't that person. And then something was like, okay, what actually intrigued me was TikTok Shop. I was like, oh, TikTok Shop. And I was like, okay, let me go ahead and look a little bit more. And so that's how it ended up happening. But my point is, I also had to get rid of people in my ear that was making me think I shouldn't be here. And then I had, obviously, I have a husband who was like, yeah, there's a lot of people on that internet now. Little stuff like that where he was being supportive of it. But again, we often have these limiting beliefs that will stop us from doing things that could be the best thing ever. So just know, let me catch up on comments. So just know that these are the things that you gotta, if you're gonna do this space, then you gotta be the person that's okay with saying, I'm gonna try stuff that is not necessarily my norm. I'm gonna do things and I'm gonna be consistent. And I wanna see myself grow. I wanna see myself blossom. But women could be catty with each other, and I hate that so much. Yeah, but you got to make sure you're around the right people. Right people. That's why I said I had to get rid of some people. I'm telling you guys, I had to get rid of some people. Yes, yes. How you doing, Miracle? We talk ourselves out of our greatness, don't we? All the time, all the time. We talk ourselves right out of so much potential. And so just kind of keep that in mind. You are such a great motivation, Dr. Lisa. I show up what I do. What I do because of you. What you cooking tonight? What you cooking? Tell me what you cooking. Now, let me tease Trisha T for a second. She's like, Lord, I'm so tired of cooking Jamaican food. I said, but you gotta give the people what they want. You gotta give the people what they want. So you gotta cook something Jamaican for people. She's like, I cook Jamaican food all the time. I eat it all the time. I don't want to cook it every day. I was like, the people want the Jamaican food, so you gotta cook it, friend. Yes, that's very true. I have a very small circle. Stick to myself a whole lot. I know. I was that person too. You guys are my circle now. I take that back. I do have two other circles that I interact with, and they're my best friends for years. So I love it. Um, am not okay yet, but next sip and decorate and tea party will try the live thing. Okay, all right, awesome, awesome, love it. Now look at you, Dr. Lisa Shine. I'm trying, friend. Pork chops, my voice. Oh, your voice is a little gone, but I am gonna push it. Look at you. Okay, awesome. Oh, he said make Jamaican jerk chicken. I'll be on. You gonna make some pork chops. Hello, long time no see. How you doing, Nurse Healer? We talked about that. Didn't you tell me that was on your list of pork chops that are jerked? You said somebody said to do it that way. I think she did say she was gonna do it that way. Let's see. The next one on my list. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yes. Okay. So that's awesome. So let me know. Let me see how long I'm gonna go live. Okay. I've been an hour and 17 minutes. So here's what I told you guys earlier. I'm gonna push it to 2 hours definitely. I may even go a little over. How you doing, Quetta? I may even go a little over, just recognizing that I'm gonna push it over a little bit. Um because I wanna be favorable to the algorithm and stuff. So we'll see how this goes. Quetta, how did your garden live go today? How did it go? And who else? Let's do the roll call real quick while we have the room going up and down. I am well. Hope you are. I'm doing well. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing the live. Make sure you like, comment. Can you give more information on doing a TikTok shop? Sam, yeah. You know what, Sam? I said today I was probably gonna go on my shop page. I'll see. It depends on how long I go here. I was gonna go on my shop account and talk about TikTok shop. I hadn't talked about it in a while. And then I hadn't gone over to that account in a while either. So I'm definitely past due to get over there. Pretty good. I got 2 new followers today. Awesome, friend. That's awesome. Um, so let me know, Sam, what was your question about TikTok shop? Do you have it yet, friend? Are you trying to get it? Let me know how you want me to support that question. You don't, I'm assuming you don't have it yet unless you have it on a different account. Let me know, friend. Do you not have it? Thinking about it. You're thinking about um, if you how to get it, and if you were to get it, what would you do with it? Okay. Okay, then I'll talk generally about it because you would need to grow your followers to get accepted into the program if this is your only account. So that's going to be like your first step to make sure you have the follower account. And then there's a second step just to make sure you tell the algorithm that you are interested in TikTok Shop. You could do both of them at the same time, but your follower count definitely would need to increase. Let's see, Yolanda, is there a difference between TikTok Creator Network and a Creator Network agency? Can you do both? They're the same thing. Creator Network, uh, the Creator Network is the program, and agencies are within the program. Your creators, I'm agent. I'm a creator manager. Essentially, that's what my title is with TikTok. So I'm a creator manager and agency owner, and you guys are creators. So you said so TikTok Creator Network. So let me say this: the reason why I didn't use the word TikTok, because TikTok has to approve your board. I was like, I don't know if I want to put the word TikTok on there. They may not approve it. So I didn't even try to put it on there. I probably should have tried because I would have probably put join a TikTok. I probably would have still put the word agency because you guys all know you're like, why do I need an agency, an agent or agency? So people ask that all the time, and oftentimes they're not familiar with well, they're familiar with the creator network too, but I think agent creator network agency is where people hear people coming in their inbox and asking that. You said you hear the music now. You there's no commercials. It's like I hear that music, girl. um, so so no, there is no difference. The words are used, the terms are used synonymously, and so give me 1 second. I'm just gonna set up my account for my. She got the earbuds in. Oh, does she? She did. He said it wasn't that loud. It wasn't that loud after all. She got the earbuds in. Um. Okay. Set that over there. All right. So let me do this. Let me chat a little bit about TikTok Shop. So TikTok Shop. Um. Here's my thinking about TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is something. Okay, so if you're a live host, you could do TikTok Shop in your live stream and cut it on, especially if your product you're offering. I think about somebody like a Vibe Wellness Woman. She's doing a lot of the healthcare and wellness supplements or products that will help with um, different elements that you may have. And so she could easily do some shoppable lives and talk about her products here and there. Trisha T, she's cooking. She might have culinary products and some other things that she could showcase in her shop. So those type of products during your live, it's not a bad idea to have products in your showcase that you can on occasion say, hey guys, you can go to my showcase. I have this product that I'm talking about in my showcase. Get it right now, it's on sale. Go ahead and grab that. So you can easily do that. When you do a full blown shoppable live though, and you're doing a mixture of different products, or even if you're in a niche, it is a thing. I'm just gonna say that out loud, and especially if you're like in the health and wellness niche, there's things you can and can't say because TikTok will submit a violation really quickly on you. There's things that you got to be mindful of how you present the products and post them and pin them and remove them. So all that matters. So I say that if you do shop, be prepared to be a student for a while as you learn how to do shoppable videos and do shoppable lives correctly, because TikTok will check you real quick if you do it incorrectly. Okay. So okay, I was getting a different response. I thought they were the same. Okay, so let me say this. Now, they are, so when you say creator manager, if you ever say the word creator managers, there are different programs that use that term. But creator network is TikTok's, is the program that I'm under, that you all are under. So a creator network program. So I'm the agency, you guys are the creators, but essentially that's the same program. Yeah, that's the program. Now, when you say creator manager, then you could be talking about TikTok Service Plus. There's also creator managers for your content. So like people who don't go live, but they may have a creator manager for their content, like they have a lot of followers, they'll usually get a creator manager that they can get in touch with to support with their content growth or their identity and stuff and how they are branding themselves. So that I've seen those programs too. And so people will get creator managers. But for this program, this is always the Creator Network program. It's even in, obviously when you go to your live home screen, it's there as a box, the Creator Network program. Okay? Dr. Lishu coming back at 4. I wasn't. I wasn't coming back. I was thinking about coming back on my shop page as an option. I was thinking about doing that as an alternative, but I don't know if I will, because I think I have to look at my list. There's a few people I need to promote today, and I need to be vigilant because I was sloppy yesterday. I was a little sloppy, so I got to do better. So I want to make sure I'm able to get you guys in and get these promotes in before they expire. Okay, and so Dr. Liz, okay, so see you guys. Okay, America, soon. I can't just longer stay. What you saying? See you guys soon. Sorry I can't stay longer. Thanks for having me. You're welcome, Miracle. Appreciate you being here, friend. Thanks for speaking to that. I was going to ask about the manager role. Yeah. So the manager, essentially I'm your creator manager in the system. I'm your manager. And then under the Creator Network. But then there are creator managers in other programs. That's a term that's used by TikTok quite a bit in different programs. So they call everybody a creator manager depending on the program. Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to know. So I know how long I was going to go live. Oh, you're going to be live? You're going to be live? Awesome. Awesome. Let me know. Anybody, I always got to do my little caveat. Anybody who needs me to promote, do the PC. When I come in your live, I say I'm here to do the PC. So anybody who needs me to do it, let me know. I'm still trying to gather my list. So keep that in mind. I'm happy to do it. So I'm still trying to gather my list, and I want to make sure I support you guys that way too. Okay? And if you are, how you doing, Natty Nat? If you are somebody who's already rooming like Natty Nat and Wellness Woman and stuff like that, I would say leave all of those. Don't do it. Don't do it yet. We're going to see organically how you're doing without having to use something like this, because it's not probably worth it in my opinion. So I don't want you to mess up your algorithm. Okay, if you are already being pushed out, you know what I'm saying. Hey, I made it to C5 from my pop-up I'm doing. That brings in more followers, correct. So to your point, Yolanda, I think that could be an outcome. You should see a few more followers from it. In most cases, it might be 1. It could be 5. I think Dr. Trish, she did it and she got 5 new followers from just doing that. So it could be good in that way. I think Dr. Michelle did it. She got like 7. So it's not necessarily about you might get a few people to come in and engage. You might get a few people because people are coming in here and there, and you'll see people coming in and support. So don't expect, huge numbers, but it could bring in enough exposure to your live so that you get some more followers, get a little bit more engagement in your live stream. Okay? So that's the way I would look at it. Okay? So let me know, Yolanda, because I know you go later. So let me know if you want to try it out, friend, based on your live stream and what you have going on. Or I know you go different times, though, throughout the day, too. So anybody else? I was trying to put the caveat. Okay. Yeah, just inbox me. Inbox me, and if you say you do, keep me posted. And then what I'll end up doing, I'll continue to promote this as something that you guys can leverage. When I count the numbers I have. I think I'm right at 23 because I've used some, but they're slowly being trickled down. So I still have more that I can use. I have a question. What's your question, Dr. Trish? Let me know, friend. Sam, are you still in the room? Let me know if you still were waiting on me to talk more about TikTok Shop. And anybody else, if you have questions, let me know. Because I guess I want to make sure I answer your question. Like, what did you have a specific question you wanted me to talk about? Like I said, when it comes to TikTok Shop, you are essentially a student of learning, and it could be lucrative. I'm here to support a friend. Hello, friend. Thank you so much, devoted love. Did did I yet? Let me know. How do you help creators grow on TikTok Shop? My agency is not a shop agency. I know I was saying I might go on shop later and just talk on my shoppable page and talk about shop. It's not a shop live, a TikTok Shop agency. TikTok Shop is they do have TikTok Shop partners. Those are agencies that help with your shop. If you have TikTok Shop, you can click your creator area already, and you can click on top partners and apply to some of those partners there. That's what I would recommend that you do. But I just know, like I said, I know a little bit about agencies, or I'm sorry, TikTok Shop, where I can help people and support them when it comes to answering questions, thinking about how to leverage it for your own live stream, and some things you want to be mindful of. So that's how I talk about it. Good afternoon, business partners. Thank you so much, friend. You said business partners. Let me know, friend. Hello, how are you? You said, I'm new here. What's your specialty? It's for TikTok. It's the Creator Network program. It's for TikTok, TikTok lives. This year. So I work with live host creators that are going live and supporting their training, development, growth, monetization growth, as well as community growth, and helping you just be a successful live host. That's the goal. And I kind of share tips and strategies to help improve your life. Just showing love around TikTok. Thank you so much, friend. How you doing? If you're interested in an agency, you can click the link here and apply. I'll talk a little bit about the services I offer. Give me 1 second. Let me read a few more comments. Creating this ebook for tonight is a lot of work. I was going to give it for free, but now thinking you definitely need a free product. So you got to figure out what your freebie is going to be. EVC must have sent that. MVC must have sent that. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Do you have a follower count requirement? I do not have a follower count requirement, and I don't have a requirement for how many days you go live. I have encouragement. I tell you guys all the time, I have strong encouragement on if you are interested in going live and being a live host, you got to show up. The algorithm has to get to know you. You got to be consistent. And so I tell people, consistency, engagement is important and key to your success. And so you do it outside the live stream, and you also show up on a consistent basis for doing the live stream. Hey, Diamond, how you doing? Miss Sterling, you said I have a free product with my ebook. Yes, it's for tonight's collaboration. Oh, okay. Definitely get something for free. Give something for free. For the collaboration? Yeah. Give something for free. So, I mean, you're still promoting yourself. Yeah, so that's a strategy to get people back, and the free is the email. So you want something where they download it, you get their email, and you can share about future lives, future paid products. Okay. Yeah. If we already have a community, should we still consider an agent? If you're already part of a creator network, you can't join a second one. So that's the answer there. If you already have a community, should you consider an agent? Here's my thoughts about agency. People say, why do you need an agent? Because you don't know what you don't know. I'll be the first to say I didn't know a lot of things. And so now that I have the peek behind the curtain of TikTok, I kind of hear things, I see things, I'm able to kind of know some of the different campaigns and other initiatives going on. So it's important to kind of have that information, even if you don't always leverage it. It's you have access to it. So you want access to the information, access to people who can support your growth. When it comes to what I offer, We do weekly Zoom meetings, so I've been doing that pretty consistently. Anybody who that's Sundays at 6:30 Eastern. I'm in Florida. Anybody who is in the agency, we're gonna do a special session tomorrow for my beginners, my people who are still kind of learning the platform and figuring out how to grow. That's gonna happen tomorrow at 6:30 as well. And then I do my lives. I would say I go live twice a day. I still do. It's 10 and 4. I came here at a different time today. We'll see if I continue to come at this time. But I came here at a different time. But I come, I get value here. Hello, friend. Thank you for the daily heart me. And then we have a school platform that you can get resources and information. We have a WhatsApp chat. Still trying to evaluate. I like the WhatsApp. We got to talk about this, guys, because I like the WhatsApp and I like the ability of you guys going there and y'all just chatting it up. Um, but I know sometimes people are not in there, so I'm still trying to get people on the school and get them on the WhatsApp. So we just have to think through if that's the best place to be versus just being in the school platform. And then we have group chats, groups in here as well. So we're promoting each other. We're attending the lives. We're building community. We're growing. So it's really great. We've done friendly battles. Battles are not required. It is just something that you can do to add to your monetization and your community building. So I just kind of share with people the things that I wish people would have shared with me during my previous experience. And so I just bring that to the agency now. Let me catch up on a few questions. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you. Let's see. We are a group from MVC. Is there a special promo? Oh, the agency's free. What's NBC? Maybe I'm missing NBC, but the agency is free, friend. The NBC show. I love that. Yeah, the agency's free. Um, have you discussed battles? What is the collaboration? What is the collaboration? Tell me, friend, what you mean by that? I received a strange message from TikTok. What you've received, Diamond? What if my agency went completely silent on me? Won't respond. I need to switch. Okay, so I can't coach or poach. Y'all can get me in trouble. But what I will say is that you definitely want to contact your agency first and just see how you can get some information about their process um, to support you. Okay, so we'll start that way. So yeah, I can't coach or poach from other agencies, but yeah, you definitely want to communicate with them when it comes to learning about their process. That's going to be key. Yeah, just know exactly how they support, what they offer. Good morning. Oh, Kadia, you said good morning. It's early your way. Then you on the West Coast? Let me know, friend. Hello, how you doing, Cora? Thank you so much for being here. You said word. I love it. Looking for a discount, huh? Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's free 99. Yeah, the agency is a program TikTok offers. TikTok obviously sees the value of people going live and building their community. Now, TikTok uses the Scale Live rewards to reward you based on your live stream. They promote that you can make up to 53%, and then they take 47. Now, the average person makes about 49% of their live stream, depending on when you go live and then your weekly mission. So it ends up being about 49%. But they promote 53. So 53 obviously is for those bigger creators. Um, TikTok takes the 47. The 47 they then say, okay, agency, I'll give you a few percentages of this if you are working with agents to help their growth, you're advocating for them, you're their point of contact, that type of stuff. So we that's how I get compensated. So TikTok pays you, TikTok pays themselves, and then TikTok pays the agency. Okay, that's how it works. Let me know. Let me catch up on a few comments. Is the Fab Live open to net today? I need sunglasses. Oh my gosh. Are you on live? I got my peeps in here. Thank you so much, the NBC show. Appreciate you, Fran. Thank you so much for being here. I love it. You said you got your peeps in here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So seriously, if you're interested, you would click the link in the corner here to apply. There's a couple things you want to keep in mind. TikTok has requirements to be eligible to join the agency. Okay, so first of all, you need to make sure you are not already with an agency, so if you're working with a creator network agency, if you're already with one, TikTok says you can't be with another one. So you would not be eligible to join. You have to be in the US or Canada. So if you're outside of that region, you have to go to an agency that's within your region. And then if you have any violations on your account, TikTok says, well, you can't join an agency at this point until that gets cleared up. And then finally, if you are already, if you already have a lot of followers and you over 1 million followers, and then of course if you already earned over $5,000 per live, I'm sorry, per month with TikTok. TikTok says you're not a rookie. You don't need an agency. You're good. So essentially that's what's happening. So it's up to you if you want to click the link and I can see if you're eligible. Um, and then if you are curious after the live, you can go into my bio has the magically where you can click. The first one is the application to what you see here in the agency, and then the second one is just a little, it's like a one pager that speaks to services. The services that I offer that I shared already are, if you are my my coaching, well, the training, the hosting strategy, the monetization strategy, and then there's the advocacy too. Okay. And then anything else that you need, there's some other services that I offer beyond the agency if you need business strategy services too. Okay. That's not the agency though. But I do meet with people one on one. I meet with all of you guys one on one to make sure you guys feel like you, if there's some things I can share about your live stream and how I can best support you. Okay. All right. Let's see. I have to jump for. Okay. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you all. Yeah. Let me know if there's any other questions. We're hitting close to my 2 hours. So let me know if there's any other questions. I appreciate the support, friends. Let me know how I can best answer questions for you all. Sam, let me know if you got all your questions relating to the I'm trying to see if you're still here. I don't think she is. TikTok shop. Let's see. Diamond, I did miss your question. What's your question, friend? I don't know if you had a question. I thought I saw a statement. You said I received a strange message from TikTok. That's what I got. What was the strange message? Well, that's all I see, friend. What was the strange question, the message? Thank you. Have a great day. All right, Yolanda. Thank you, friend. What was the strange message? Are you saying was it the spam message? Did you get that spam message that says you've had so many violations or something, or fake scam stuff? It was some kind of message that it was like a TikTok help center. That's fake. That's fake. Yeah. Yeah. So you got that message. I talked about that earlier in the week because I've had a few people get it. So yeah, that's a fake message. Yeah, that's not real. You didn't respond, did you? Hopefully you didn't. Hopefully you didn't respond. But yeah, that's not a real message. That is very much fake. Um, so yeah, don't respond to that. And essentially TikTok doesn't communicate that way. No, I didn't. Okay, perfect. Yeah, TikTok doesn't communicate that way. I have the imposter accounts too. Dr. Lisa, can you speak on the changes coming from subscribers? Please and thank you. I can. You missed my whole little ceremony, my whole sermon about super fans and just making sure you embrace different ways that you can monetize and grow. But really quickly, the scam accounts are out there. My imposters are still there. I haven't gotten a notification from TikTok as of yet that they removed them. Hopefully that happens today or tomorrow. I'll get an email saying that they've been removed. But I did report 5 of them. When I report them, they usually do come back after a couple of weeks. So I'm going to keep reporting them. But no, when I reach out to you guys, I am not scamming or anything like that. I'm always here. Sometimes I am on a call, so I have to turn it down. No problem. Are you listening right now? Let me know. When it comes to the subscription benefits, let's see if I'm going to be able to pull up the screen. Let me see if I'm going to pull up the screen. Let's see. Um, Hello, how you doing, California girl? Appreciate your friend. Give me 1 second to share my story. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go to effects. Oh, it's gonna remove my board. So let me do this. Let me just talk through it, Quetta. Quetta, let me know if you're still listening. I'm gonna talk through it. I was gonna show it, but it's gonna remove my board, so I'd rather not move my boards, at least this live. So what I'm gonna do is talk through what you should expect when it comes to the listener. Okay, perfect. When it comes to subscription changes, this is gonna happen as of September 15th. And so thank you so much for that, Daily Heartbeat. I'm gonna make the assumption that you do not have um, subscriptions up yet. You haven't set up any yet. And so because you haven't set up any yet, um, for you, this is a fresh start. So subscriptions is changing. If anybody in the room who is unfamiliar with this process, essentially you need to go to your subscriber benefits area. It's under monetization, and then it's also under the live home screen. So it's in both places. You said I had one person to, what? What? Cheer for you. Well, wait a minute. So you did set up subscriptions. So what happened? You got a subscription plan? Let me know what's going on. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. Look at you. Thank you for the donuts. I love it. Appreciate you, friends. Okay, so wait a minute though. It's Quetta. You said that. Said congratulations. So, do you have them? Let me know if you set it up. I'm just trying to make sure I'm following your comment correctly. Okay, I'm telling them what I want to offer. I have telling them what I want to offer. Okay, so you haven't set it up, but they subscribed anyway? Is that what you're telling me? Like, it's like I really didn't set it up, but they clicked subscribe. I'm assuming that's what just happened. Okay. Well, congratulations, friend. Quetta's in the gardening niche, so she's a gardener. What's the best way to recharge and get coins? Um, Diamond? On the website, that's the one they promote, or the app. They have an app as well. So the website or the app, you can do it. And while in anticipation, they sign it up. I know, yeah, that's it. Yeah, the website or the app is where you would go. Let me say something too. You just made me think of something, Urban Candy. Who in the room remember when? And I'm just gonna say this out loud. Who in the room remembers when the Scale Live Rewards, where I said TikTok would give you 50% of your diamonds? Anybody in the room remember when that was the case? Like, and I say that only, not, I guess my thinking is that not many people in the room remember that. Yeah, so Diamond, you remember that, me. So there's a few people who remember that, but the majority of y'all wasn't here when that was happening. And I guess my point of that is, with TikTok changing, yes, not too long ago. Well, it was in February. They rolled out Scale Live Rewards in February. So prior to that, if you went live, it was 50%. It was 50-50. Um, there's been other changes that the app has done that, again, I had just got started, that the app has done that, let's be real, people come into this app won't even be familiar with, because that's going to be their new norm. So the whole super fan conversation and just understanding super fan, to say that you are a super fan and you pay $9.99 as a $9.99 as a flat fee, is going to be the norm, the new normal for many. They're not going to remember when your subscription was $5.99, or I had a subscription that was $14.99, or somebody who had a subscription for $2.99. They're not going to remember that, because that's not their normal. Their normal is that everybody pays, and when you go live, it's $9.99. Girl, my yesterday could be 6 months ago, in reality it could be. You're so funny. You are funny. But so I say that to you guys because I just want you guys to sit with that for a little bit, because again, when we complain about stuff, when we're frustrated about something, at the end of the day, the new normal is just going to be that for everybody else, and they're going to be like, oh, it was $2.99. Well, okay, well, I'm gonna pay this $9.99 now. It is what it is. It was great that it used to be that way, but it's not that way anymore. Um, so yeah, so just keep that in mind. I just wanted to say that out loud because when you said that to me, I was like, oh, well, yeah, let me make sure I said that too. But look here, Diamond, did I answer your question? Going to the website is the cheapest way to recharge. You have to go to tiktok.com/coin, COIN, and you can get your coins there. That's the cheapest way. They give you like a 25% discount. So that's a little bit better. The new normal is a revolving door. It is. It is. It's going to change again. Yes. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So yeah. So just recognize that to be the case, and recognize that people will get your subscription. Okay. I don't want you to be hung up on other creators and what they're doing that are in your niche. No. Because there's people who are only going to see you, only going to engage with you. And if they do see a different creator, a creator that they can do the same subscription and feel like they can get the same benefit, your benefit is better because it's you. It's what you're offering. So anyway, I just say that because I felt like I needed to say that because I was sharing on Sunday how you guys everybody in the room should do it. And I guess I didn't put enough context into the why. So that's the why. And I just want to make sure I say that because I want you guys to be insecure or again doing some comparison or internal debate about should you and should you not offer your offerings. You will have people like Quetta who don't even have a subscription and people want to get what she has to offer. Okay. Because she was just talking about it. She just stopped and talked about it. So just know that that's a strategy too. If you talk about it and you present it to your people, they will come. They will support. Okay? So think about that in a very intentional, strategic way. Quetta, there's 2 different types of programs. There's going to be one come September 15th that is only for the live stream. It's called the Super Fan. And so your benefit will be opportunities within the live stream experience that you're offering to your community. Part of it is part of the fan club and them joining your fan club and being part of your fan club. They get like a fast pass, when you think about it that way, to becoming a higher level fan club member by doing the super fan, as well as when it comes to your other benefits, like if you do a sub only live and you're offering some type of experience for your super fans because of your sub only live, or if you do a sub only chat, or your stickers, your badges, all that stuff that makes them stand out. So all those things are part of the super fan experience. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. Then they never to fix how easy it is to swipe into the another online. Yeah, they need to fix that. I agree. They need to fix that. Yeah. It is easy. It's funny because now that I'm floating around to all the different lives, I was like, oh Lord, I swiped out. And then guess what, y'all? I'm gonna say this out loud. It is not intentional. It's no shade. But sometimes I swipe out of a live and end up swiping into somebody else in the agency's live, and I was like, oh shoot, I gotta stay. Yes, please fix it. Because I feel bad because I was like, I can't swipe out now because they see me. So that's happened to me a few times. I end up staying, and you're like, hey, Dr. Lisa. I was like, oh, yeah, hey. It's always someone I know. You said I feel too bad, too. So no shade to any of y'all, but sometimes I just kind of fall into y'all lives by accident. Not all the time. Most of the time it's on purpose. So don't think it was an accident. Don't even ask me. Y'all gonna be like, Dr. Lisa, is this an accident or for real? Did you really intend to be here? You said the truth was coming out. Was you really trying to attend my live, or did you just swipe yourself out of somebody else's live? I intended to visit all of y'all. I come to y'all lives on purpose, okay? But it has happened. It has definitely happened to me. And it is not no shade. I love all of you guys equally, but sometimes I do swipe out by accident. Um, okay, friends. I'm going to start asking. You said you're going to start asking. I will be there on purpose, Urban. I will be there. So what happened? What had happened was, I know. Yeah, we're like, did you really do this? You was just scrolling. Yeah. So it's not in, it's intentional. Every time I come to y'all lives, I did it on purpose. Okay, I did it on purpose. Um. All right, friends. Let's do our roll call. Who is going live tonight? Who is going live? Let's see. Let's see. I think we saw Trisha T. She mentioned it. D. Rob, how you doing, friend? Thank you for the populars. Appreciate you. Tabitha, how are you, friend? So let me know. Alnetta, how's everything going, friend? How's everything going for you? Well. Look at what this what swiped what swiped in. What the swiped in. Oh, I see. I shouldn't have told on myself. I should not have told on myself. My bad. Should not have told on myself. So it's all good, y'all. All right, let me know if there's any final questions and let me know who's going live. And I will I love good confessions. A good confession. Yeah, it's hard, y'all. You know, you out these streets, you make mistakes, but hey, they are they what do they call those? They call those the good mistakes, the happy mistakes. The happy mistakes that you make. You said we appreciate, yeah, the honesty. We know you love us too. Yes, I do. I might go live. You might go live. Okay, awesome. I love it. You might go live. All right, just yeah, definitely do it, friend. What time, D Rob? You go live at night though, don't you? You went live last night. I didn't get a chance to come in. I was actually heading to bed. I think when you went live. Did you go live last night? What that last night? I think it was. I will be going live tonight at 8:30. Okay. Okay, look at you. 8:30. What's the topic, friend? Let us know what the topic is. Thank you so much. Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was late last night. Late. Yep. That's what I was thinking that. I said because I had just finished up visiting and stuff, and then I saw my screen popped up and you were on there. I was like, oh, okay, because I didn't get a chance to stay or to come in actually, because I was heading out. Let's see. Let's see. You said oopsatunity. Is that it? Oopsatunity, like opportunity. Collaboration, Dr. Trish, collaboration live. That says 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern. Topics allied health professions. What is health education? Love it. And you're going live with a gentleman, Dr. Johnson. I'm trying to remember the flyer. Did I say that correctly? He's also a health educator. Yep. Okay. Um, I will be cooking some food. I love it. So you got a cooking live. Awesome, California girl. Look at you. Yes. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. What's your cuisine? What are you cooking? What are you cooking, friend? And then Trisha T, I think she said she was going to try to go live tonight too. And I think she's cooking. Anybody else? He's a professor in South Florida. Oh, I should look him up. Yeah. Interesting. South Florida, as in the southern part of Florida, or University of South Florida? So, University of South Florida is my daughter's college. That's where she's at, USF. So I was trying to remember South Florida, meaning you mean like geographical location, South Florida. That's what you meant by that. So yeah, I'm supposed to do a parenting podcast live. Oh, nice, nice. He was really nice and definitely you should connect. Oh, with Dr. Johnson. Okay. Okay. I think who was Dr. Johnson's live in? He was in somebody's live. I think he was in Pals. Pals, are you in the room? Pals live. She might have left. Pals and I think that's whose live he was in. I think we might be friends because we chatted a little bit. If that's the same person. He was. Okay. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Sometimes I cook for my dog and sometimes myself, but look forward to seeing you if you can. Okay, awesome. Appreciate your friend. Southeastern education. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Awesome. So, you said sometimes I cook for the dog and sometimes I cook for the self yourself. Okay. And my mom was like, "You don't cook for yourself every day." You're like, "No, just sometimes it's the dog, sometimes it's you." I love that. Awesome, friend. All right, you say yes. It's like sometimes I just can't eat. I don't eat. The dog eats. That's what I would like to coordinate a wellness live panel with others in the agency. You could cherry pick. Literally, there's so many people in the education and the wellness space. Depends on which path you want to go down. If you want to do Reiki or sound healing or yoga or nursing, health education, you pick. You pick. You got your options, friend. Okay. I talked to I talked to a few who want to do it, but I need to find out the names of them. Go into the we did, I don't know if people put their niche, but there are some people who filled out my contact information form. And so on that form, let me see. Does it say? I think they put their live topic. Yeah, you should. Yeah. So there's how many people I filled it out? 31 people I filled it out. So you should be able to get a list. I mean, it's half. 31. I mean, we're 80 now, so not everybody has filled it out. So we need more people to fill out. Let me refresh my screen. Maybe some more filled it out. Let's see. No, that's it. That was right. So yeah, we need some more people to fill it out. Okay, on the Google Doc. Yep, yep, there's a Google Doc. Yep. It's in school. Go into the school, go into the folder that says start here. It's in that folder. You should be able to have access to it. Let's see who's there. hmm That's probably where I would start. And then if you want to just start, if you put a message in the group chat on TikTok, I'll forward it to the other two chats. Maybe that's what you do. And just let people know that you're looking to do a panel. If you got a flyer or something like that already created, I could share that too. Like if you did like a stories post and you have a flyer you wanted to create. I tried, it did not work for some reason. It's still not working, Nature. I know. I don't know what's going on, Nature. For whatever reason, it's not working. Let me look. Let me check real quick before I say that. I didn't look today. Let's see. Um, yeah, for some reason, it's not working for you. I don't. If you wanna email me, we can jump on a Zoom call. Maybe we jump on a Zoom and just talk through it and see if there's something I need to do to walk you through it. But but yeah, maybe I went live more than what you said. What you mean? I mean, from the system is saying you just need to go to the system notification and accept the invite. If you go, have you gone straight to the Creator Network page? Let me show you. You said I actually deleted those other accounts. There's only one pending deletion. I created it last month. Okay. You wanna let me know if you still wanna wait until September 1. Dr. Trish, you said I had and then it got cut off. Yeah, Kat, let me know if you wanna wait until September 1 or if you wanna try again. Like I said, the trying again, we're at the mercy of those other accounts still being processed, and you know what I'm saying, that deletion being still being processed in TikTok system. That's the only thing I will say. So Nature, are you still in the room? Let me know if you're still in the room. I was going to show you what it looks like if I'm on my shop page. Hey, Her Merchant, how are you, friend? TikTok Studios, what we're going to click. And then if you go, you'll see it here where it says live tools on this side and it says live. Click the live side. That's what you're going to do. Click live. You're going to come over to the live side. And then I want you to pause, share it with me that this screen may look different for different people. For me, you're going under the area that says tools and resources. That's the area I want you to be under. Sometimes the boxes are just all under here in two different rows. But now, for me, they have them now in this little area here. Hold on, it's a pop up. Why is it not popping up? I don't know why it doesn't like it when I do this reverse, but it should pop up. I want you to go straight to the Creator Network. If you click the Creator Network, that's where I want you to go. I want you to go straight there. Don't try to find the system notification. Just go straight here. It should be under here where you can accept. And for you, it will say launch your income agency, and then you would have to accept. So I want you to go to our Creator Network page. Okay? If it shows up like this, then it doesn't, it's not registering that it has accepted you. I don't know what that means, but on my side it says you're pending the acceptance from the invitation. So we're just waiting for you to accept it. Okay. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any final questions. I'm happy to answer any. You said let me go. Okay. Go check and let me, if you want to come back, I'll stay maybe another 5 or 10 minutes. I'll take it till 3:15. Anybody else, any other questions? Let me know, friends, are we all good? Let's see. Good afternoon. How you doing, Coach Rhonda? Hello. Let's see. Trying to find the document for the people. Are you in school? Can you have a group agency? A group agency. What do you mean by that? Somebody has to be the agency owner. Somebody has to be the owner, if that's what you're asking. Bible woman, you have to be in the school. So once you're in the school account, go to start here. There's a classroom folder. Click classroom, and under classroom, you will then you say okay. So go to classroom, not the community part. You'll see classroom at the top. Click classroom, and then you can get to the one that says start here. It's under the start here for the document. Okay. Community agency. Yes, I'm in college. So where can I find the documents? What documents, friend? Carworth Health? What documents, friend? I am. Okay. The school is SKOOL. That's the platform. That's the platform I was talking about. Is that what you're talking about? You were being funny. Okay. I enjoyed doing Shop Live, and I made 5 sales. I think I'll do that on Saturday regularly. Look at you. That's right. It was a shoppable live. That's what it was. It was a shoppable live. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So that's good. Yeah. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Shop. I like shop better than videos. Videos annoy me. But I do like shop better. Let me make sure I understand the question about the group community agency. Let me know what you meant by that. Community agency. If you become a TikTok creator network, is that what you're asking? How do you get approved? Can you do it as a community? I will say this: we are a community. This is a whole community. You hear people saying, "I want to come to lives. I want to support." How you doing, Soda? I see you, friend. We do community. We've been supporting each other, learning how to battle. We have group chats here in TikTok. We have the school. We have the WhatsApp. We are going to each other's lives to support. So just know it's been really, really great how people are gravitating towards each other and learning from other hosts that are out there. So it's been a good experience. When I click on your link, it says service suspended. For you? For who? Let me see. Did I put the link in here? Let's see. Click it again. Let's see. Did I put it? I put it here. You said service suspended. See, that's why I'm like bored, y'all. If it's saying that, let's see. No, it's showing up on my end. Let me see if I can see it from my agency account, my other account. Let's see. You said we are community. Yes, links there. Yeah, it says apply, friend. Yeah, it's saying apply on my end. I just use my other account. I'll message you. Okay. Oh, so it's something on your end. Gotcha. I only see 4 of them. Only see 4 of what? 4 of what? The list? Oh, 4 of the people. You're saying 4 people? Yeah, like I said, it ain't a full list. I mean, there's 80 people that are officially in the agency. Now on school, I think we got like 50-ish that are actually enrolled in school. We got to get quite a few more into school. Let me check how many are actually in school. Let's see. I have 55. Let me see if I'm not pinning anybody. 58 are in school. So we're missing quite a few. But on there are way more than 4 of us. Yeah. Oh, there are way more. Yeah. I think she's talking about health people in the health field. Yeah, that's definitely. Urban, are you health related? Let me know. Are you health related? Okay, I will find them. Yeah, do the TikTok. Do the TikTok group. Put a message there, and that way I can share it. Because in the TikTok group, I think I'm missing maybe 4 people in groups, but it's not many. Most of my people are in a group. I have 3 groups now. The most you can have in a group is 30. So yeah, if you put a message in the TikTok group chat and just say you're looking to do a panel on TikTok, especially if you have a day and time in mind. If you have some day and time in mind, put that in there. And you want healthcare professionals, maybe you can say calling all, nurses, doctors, allied health professionals. If there is other health and wellness type adjacent, when you think about the yogas, the physical health, natty nat, people who are doing, like I said, the sound healing Reiki. So just put an all call for whoever specifically you would like to be a part of it. Full-time job is processing medical claims. Look at her, she medical claims. But TikTok is the crochet related things only. Oh, love that. Love it. So yeah, it just depends on what you're looking for. Vibe Wellness Woman. So whatever you think is best. Awaken, how are you, friend? Thank you for joining. Let me know if you have any questions. I was about to get off shortly. So let me know. Nika Grace, how are you as well? Coming back. Okay, thank you, aiming for September 6th. Okay, perfect. Yeah, put that, definitely give people, I guess, a date and time zone. And that way they know if they can make it work. Or if that time doesn't work for them, day and time doesn't work, maybe you can ask that too. If there's another day and time you want. But I love your concept too. Because I mean, multi-gas, having panels and stuff, that's the way to go. So you definitely want to have that, and you want to drive and lead with that. Hello, friend. How you doing? Come on in. All that are coming into the live, I appreciate your support. I'm gonna wrap up shortly. Let me know if there's any other last minute calls. Val, how are you, friend? Let me know if there's any last minute questions that I can answer. I can also take questions in my DM if you need to. What are the advantages of doing panels? So here's what you want to do. If you do a panel, the advantage is it gets more eyes on your live, because those people, obviously they should share the live out to say they're on the panel. Obviously from a viewer perspective or a guest perspective, that's another way to monetize, because you get a percentage of gifts that are given to you. It also gives you visibility to go live as well, but you're not getting credit as a live host, you're getting credit as a host. But essentially, everybody who's on your panel should share their live out. They should press the screen, share out the live, so people know from their followers that you're live. I didn't see that. Something's happening on your end. I would say you might need to put a help desk ticket in because you're not seeing it, the invitation. Because on my end it shows that you are in the system. So you see it. So from what you see is what I shared, where it's like join a program. Interesting. Yeah. Do you not see my question, Dr. Lisa? I reposted it 4 times. Yeah, it didn't come through, Dr. Trish. Yeah, your question didn't come through. If you posted it 4 times and I've been sitting in, I don't see no question. Last thing I see is thank you for using my Bible on this. Thank you for setting it up before the madness begins for me. That's what you said, Dr. Lisa. I had and then it got cut off. Yeah, your question never came in. You said repeat that, Miss Sterling. What are you talking about? Repeat what I said about panels. Panels. The value add is that those panelists offer more visibility for your live because they can share out the live that they're on. Yeah, they can share that live out. That people, when you're a guest, people see that person is in the live. There's a circle around them. They got a red circle around them. So oftentimes their followers or friends will see that they're live and click. It's like, oh, this person's live. I didn't realize they were live. Even if they're guests, you show up as if you're almost live, but you are oftentimes on the panel. And then again, like I said, they could share out that live to bring more visibility, more interest because they're a panelist. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to help push out your live more. I was trying to add link to my subscription into my post, but it looks like I made live sub only. Oh yeah. You must have toggled on the live option? Huh. Yeah. To make it a live only, you add a link. Yeah, I think that is the case. You would make it just for your subs by doing that. You're making a subscriber only live. Yeah. If you did it through the live screen, yeah, exactly. Only your subscribers can attend that. Yeah. Did you already talk about the sub stickers? What was the question? I don't think I talked about it though, but what was the question? How to do it? How to create them? I think I talked about that earlier, but what did you want to know, favorite? Let me know, was it how to make them or where they're located? I did put that in a group chat from how to make them and where they're located. I put them both. Someone asked about it, just wanted to listen in. Yeah, in a group chat, I talked about it where they're available. No specific question. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, they're available under fan club and under subscription. You can add stickers. Yeah. Under fan club, you want to update your stickers. You can use them through Canva, and then you can add the stickers that way. Yeah. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. I appreciate you all. I'm about to head out shortly. Yes, I saw that in the chat. Yeah. Okay, perfect. About to head out. You're welcome. And then I wasn't going to come back. I guess I wasn't going to come back, but let me know if there's any need. I don't think so. I think we're good. Dr. Trish, you want me to accept your invite? Let me know if you had a quick question. Did you want me to accept your invite? Are you going live again today? I wasn't, because it's almost 4 o'clock now. I think I was going to leave it alone. Hello, Dr. Duchess. Thank you so much, friend. Yeah, I think I was going to leave it alone. I wasn't going to come back today. Yes. Okay, I'm going to let you. Come on.
Hi, Dr. Lisa. I'll be really quick.
Sure.
When I was been doing some stuff while Coach Jesse mentioned it, and went, I missed it, and I'm like, all I got was that you can put your subscription, I guess, link up on the post that you made. So you have that other avenue of getting subscribers other than mentioning it in your lives. So I went looking to see how you did it in my FYP, and I found some videos, and I did exactly what it said. But I think what I did mistakenly is made that live subscribers only. So my question is, was that what she was talking about? That if you have a live that's subscribers only, you can put that link up there when you do your post about your live? Or is there a general way of adding the subscriber link for all of your posts so you can have another way to promote your subscriptions other than a live?
So you're talking about for your content, not something that is a live event. The live event is
Right.
different. Okay.
My Yeah.
Yeah, you can always go and slide down and offer the subscription and attach that to the content before you post it. You could do that.
So the your content meaning on your bio, your posts.
Yes, any post that you did. Yeah. Is that what you're
That's what
asking?
I thought I was doing, but I it looks like I ended up making my live sub only.
Did you connect the live event to that as well?
Yes, because I did a live, what is that? A live event scheduling.
Yeah. So you're saying on a video, say we were using this as a video post. You're saying before I posted it, Dr. Lisa, I clicked links and
Yes.
then I added the live event
Yes.
and I added subscription. It
Yes.
let me add both of them. And because it let me add both of them, I that live event, when I went to go press my live events,
Yes.
it created a sub only live.
Yeah, and I didn't know until a while after because I'm like, why isn't anybody commenting? And someone I had in the room knew,
Mm.
and she texted me. She's a girlfriend of mine that I met through TikTok. She literally texted me. She's like, I think you have your subscription only on your live because
Mm.
we can't comment. If it wasn't for her, I would have not known.
To make it a sub only chat.
Right. So I don't know what I clicked. So was it the issue that I did both the link for the live event and the subscription link on that post?
I think so because without the live event being there, you wouldn't have had an issue with the post. The post would have just had the subscription benefit on there. You see what I'm
So
saying?
so sorry. Say that again. I was getting a call.
So if you didn't have the live event, it would have just been a post that had the subscription on it. I think the
Yes.
different
Okay. So
maker
because
was,
I had both.
yeah, I think it was the fact that you
Gotcha.
had both.
Okay. I just wanted to understand what I did wrong. So now going forward, I just can't put those together.
Exactly. I think that's what I'm hearing you say. I would avoid that. I um I feel like you could have taken that live event now once you knew that the sub only chat was activated, you could have went into the subscription and turned off the sub only chat. Is that what you did?
I went in, I mean, I panicked a little bit because I didn't know what I did wrong. And I didn't want to lose like the amount of people I had in the room at the time. So I looked for something and I don't even remember what it was. And I turned it off
Okay.
and it was back to normal.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so for tonight, I'm sorry, I didn't put another quick question. I already turned it off, but I'm assuming he's going to have students. Um, for the collaboration because it's for even probably high school students going to college.
Mm.
I'm assuming, or bachelor based students. So I turned off the underage
Audience control.
audience control, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would, and he has his off, and obviously, you know, there will be minors and parents and so on and so forth in the room. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea because you would not be able to connect if you have it on. He has to turn his on. By you turning yours off, it wouldn't shouldn't be a problem. And then obviously he shouldn't have his on if he knows that he's gonna have minors in the room. You just gotta be careful about your topic. Your topic does warrant a little bit more sensitive discussion.
Well, I messaged him because I wanted to make that flyer, and I think he's just focusing on, the academics around it, and asking me how I went about in getting into the field and what I've done employment wise.
Okay.
So I think it's all going to be regarding just academics and my experience as a health educator, and I'll be just giving tips and strategies and information in regards to that. I don't think we're going into anything specifically.
Okay. 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 And you can always cut it on if you figure midway the conversation is taking a turn where maybe you do need to have it on. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, it would be okay to mention, one thing that health educators do, they go into schools and they do health sex education. Would that be okay to mention? Obviously not go into it. I doubt the conversation will go there, but just mention this is what health educators do. They go into the schools and they do health education around sex education.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. If you talk about it in a way that's very general and maybe you mention some of the other resources and educational topics that are covered.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. All right, friends. I'm gonna head out. Let me know if there's any other questions. I've done, oh good Lord, 4 minutes away from 3:30. So an hour and 2 hours and 90 minutes or 30 minutes. I'm sorry, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Let me know if there's any other questions before I head out. Thank you so much. This was a productive conversation. Very productive. I appreciate all the support. I will be back. You said, Favor, you said I'm throwing y'all off and I do my 10 or my 4 o'clock. I just did a 1 o'clock. I did a 1 o'clock and I stayed for 2 hours, y'all. 2 hours and 30 minutes almost. And so we had a long conversation. We did good. Ciao, yes, have a good evening. And so I don't know if this is gonna replace my schedule. It was fine. It was fine. And I just again I need to be consistent and hopefully as time goes on, we'll see some movement and growth too. Do you see a difference? I didn't see a big difference. I didn't see a big difference from days where I've had a lot more push for engagement and the numbers got a little bit better, for the most part. It's all relative right now. But I don't know if it's going to be kind of the thing I have to do on a consistent basis. I like my 10 and 4. I have to admit you all, I did like, even though I was busy this morning, I did like having the morning where I wasn't rushing to get to my 10 o'clock. That felt good. How you doing, Patra? TikTok keeps recommending 10 p.m. for you, but this is too late for. I don't blame you, Natty Nat. That's late. Oh gosh. You can try a 2 or 3. I could push it up a little earlier than a 4 o'clock, maybe. What I've been doing is like those midday meetings, so those were kind of my way of getting the meetings in. So, but yeah, I could push it up. But I don't know if this is like the end all be all. Maybe worth a shot. I know. So you try some other stuff. You planting that seed. Now TikTok will be like, oh yeah, now 2 or 3 now. Pick that time. I still think TikTok isn't pushing you out. I know it's not doing the way it did before. So we'll see what happens. It is still kind of new on my business account, all the things I'm thinking. So we'll see. All right, friends, let me let you guys go. It has been a great time. I appreciate you all. If you have any questions, where do you see our recommended time again? Let me show you real quick, friend. Hello, friend. How are you? Thank you all for being here. Let's see. Trisha, I'm going to go to my shop page. Let me show you. Um, so a couple places it said for me, I'm gonna show it because it seemed like they had like a feature that popped up. Will you be on today at 4? I won't. So y'all making me feel bad. I probably should have been on today at 4, huh? I didn't do 10 or 4 because I did 1. And I've been on one for 2.5 hours. So y'all got me thinking I should not. I'm not gonna do it, y'all. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I'm gonna be back at 10 at 4. I'll be at my regular schedule. I'm gonna definitely do that. I'll be back tomorrow. But I miss y'all too. Okay, so if you look at your analytics, okay, and you'll see the little arrow. This is my shop page, y'all. Why does it like push when I push that arrow? You great. Thanks so much, friend. So shop page. Oh, it's saying I ain't got enough data because I ain't been over here. She was like, where you been? Ain't no data. Um, when you click this analytics, Trisha, look, start here. It says viewers. See where it's not enough data. Viewers. It gives data right here in that viewers box. So start there. Okay, if you need just some general data, those viewers, it tell you when your viewers are on the app essentially. So that way it's kind of recommending a time for you. It went well. Only got on for 30 minutes, but it was good. Oh, when you did the recommended time that TikTok gave you as well. You tried 11 p.m. That was recommended. You didn't stay long enough, favorite. You didn't stay not long enough. That first 30 minutes is just the algorithm getting used to you. You're supposed to stay for about 90 minutes to 2 hours. Yeah. I think it actually even tells you that in that space where that's the recommended time. So I would maybe reevaluate in the future if you're gonna go with the recommendation, do it at a time where you can stay a little longer. Okay. All right, friends. Thank you so much. My friends who are new, appreciate you all joining. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. And we'll see. I'll see about the board. The board is still kind of, we'll see. I may use it. So it'll be there. Thank you so much, Natty Nat. Take care. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I know you probably just didn't have as much time with that being so late. I know that could be part of it. All right. I'm going to chat with you later. Bye bye, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you claim your points real quick if you haven't done that.